Hello everybody, my name is Chillcatz and welcome back to an exciting new series that was suggested to me by none other than Metin himself. Today's series is all about chatting with the audience. It's called Chillcatz Talks. Today is episode 1 of the series of live streams, and the topic of today's live stream is favorite movies and video games. So how we're going to go about this is I'm going to go one by one for each current viewer that's currently both in the chat visibly and watching, and I'm going to go through each of them and ask them what their 3 favorite movies are and 3 favorite video games are, and give a brief explanation on each one. And then I'm going to make comments on it, and I'm going to see what they think. But I'll do mine first. I'll do my 3 favorite movies and 3 favorite video games. Unfortunately, I put that little pin thing in the live chat. I put that recently. I didn't really have time for that, but I am super excited for this. We're also going to be playing in the background a game called Necesse. This game has been around for quite a while now. It was in early access for a good couple of years. Back in October, they released the 1.0 update. So at this point, it's literally got all the planned features that they had initially set out and promised. And it's going to continue to get more updates and features, and I'm super excited for that. I haven't touched the game in a while. I played it on and off throughout early access, but now it's 100% finished. And the biggest thing they changed was they went from an island structured world generation where you start on one island, and then from there you take a boat to other islands to visit villages and stuff. They instead now are going the route of what Minecraft does. It's all one big generated world. There is no island system. It's just one big consecutive world, and that's what I'm super excited about. So let's jump on into it. But you know what? First, I think I'll explain my my top 3 favorite movies and top 3 favorite games. Well, we start on up here. We're gonna do survival. I think I'll just call this something simple like oops, I think I have caps lock on. Chillcatz Talks. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go with that. Survival. Okay, let's see here. I just want to get through all this so we can get it started up, then we can get on our conversation. Let's see. Casual, classic, adventure. I'm just gonna go with casual at this point. Not gonna edit anything else, not gonna tweak anything else. Yeah, oh yeah, no, let's see. Well, lift weights if you can. Lift weight. Oh no, I frequently lift weights, Matin. I love lifting. I love weightlifting in general. It's super fun. So let's jump on in. So my top 3. Oh, I guess I already had a save here. As you can see, 3 hours, 16 minutes, but we're not gonna use that. We're not gonna use that. That's actually quite old. It's a rather old character and save before they released the update, and they actually recommended in the patch notes to just start completely fresh. Oh, that's awesome. You just finished a workout. That's really awesome. Good for you. Really, really happy for you there. So anyways, top 3 favorite movies for me. The very first movie on my top 3 favorite movies is a really old one that starred Will Smith. Now, I do realize Will Smith has kind of gone downhill in recent years because of stuff he's done, mainly the Oscars incident. But he starred in a movie a long time ago called I Am Legend. That movie I remember so fondly, solely because it was probably one of the very first movies I watched that I got extremely invested to the point where I was like, I want more. I love everything about it. I think that's around the time I first got interested in the whole apocalyptic scenario type of genre of movies. I really liked it. I do. I know things have changed and people's perceptions of Will Smith have changed. So again, it's a rather old movie, but I liked it a lot. It took place during a time, I think they were trying to make a cure for cancer, and it kind of went bad. And instead of curing cancer, they kind of started an apocalyptic scenario. They did not necessarily create zombies. Instead, people started to mutate, lose hair, and become hypersensitive to sunlight, to the point where if they got exposed to sunlight, their skin would start to actually burn and sizzle. So instead, these creatures became nocturnal and started hiding in dark spaces and came out at night to do stuff. And it's basically about how Will Smith is just sort of surviving in a city by himself. He thinks he's the only one around. He's not. He's not. But I would recommend watching the movie. It is quite fun. It's dated before he did all that nasty stuff. But I liked it. It's honestly a movie I remember very fondly. Oh my gosh, where's the color? You know, I'm just gonna randomize it. I don't have time for this. Let's see here. Nope. Yes, we'll go with that one. I like the afro. We will go with that one. I don't want to waste time here. Okay, select. Here we go, fellas. Question, watch Deadpool? No, I haven't watched the Deadpool or the Wolverine movie. I have watched the Deadpool movies, though, just not Deadpool and Wolverine. So my second favorite movie is Ready Player One, for obvious reasons. Ready Player One is both a book, and then it was adapted into a movie. The book I actually have read. The book got a, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I should watch it. Although I've heard you needed to watch the other ones to fully understand all the connections. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. Okay, let's see here. I think we have a quest list. Follow instructions. Yeah, that sounds pretty simplistic. Oh, whoops, I just pressed skip. Let's see. Oh, right here. The quest book's right here. Epic. So yeah, my second one, Ready Player One, because, well, for obvious reasons, it's all about virtual reality in a dystopian future where resources are scarce and everyone essentially escapes into virtual reality to get away from the horrible reality that has become of Earth because of the lack of resources and all that stuff. And essentially it's about this one kid who has a friend group there. He plays all the time, but then there's this overseeing big company called IOI Industries. I think it's interactive online, something like that. But they're essentially, I'd say, the equivalent of Meta, Facebook Meta, in the sense that they have a big control over a lot of the VR areas. Their whole company's about it, and the goal for them is they want to essentially monetize and control all of the Oasis VR space. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, rightfully so. VR should be for everyone and not really controlled by a single entity. How do I close my inventory here? Oh my gosh, I should have looked at the controls. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, hold on a sec here. You know what? That's not it. Lovely. I should have, oh, actually, no, it's E. Okay, it's E. So yeah, no one wants anyone to control VR in a sense. So yeah, no one would want it. Let's see here. Do I know the YouTube channel J Chase Films? No, I do not. I've never heard of it. My third favorite movie. So we got I Am Legend, Ready Player One. My third favorite movie would probably have to be, that's a tough one because I've seen a bunch of movies. So it's hard to pick. I mean, I picked those two. Those are the two most obvious ones, but I'd say my third one would probably have to be, it's called Cargo. I believe it's a Netflix original. It's a zombie film, but it all takes place in Australia. And I think the virus is called the fracking virus. And essentially, a zombie outbreak occurs in Australia due to the fracking that takes place there. And apparently, because of the fracking, they unearthed some sort of hidden danger that was in the earth. And it came up and started infecting people. And essentially, the story is of a family, a man, a woman, and I think their baby son. They're on a houseboat of sorts, or maybe it's I think they got to a houseboat at one point. But they're just trying to get by and survive, and I think they're trying to get somewhere ultimately. But the wife gets sick. Unfortunately, she passes, and it's all about him trying to bring his infant baby to a safer place. Unfortunately, he's also racing against time for reasons I won't disclose because I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But it is a really good film. Those are my top three films. The first two were not by Netflix. In fact, the first two came out significantly. Well, actually, the first one, I Am Legend, came out significantly before Netflix was gigantic and before online streaming was kind of the big thing and the main thing. The second one, Ready Player One, Netflix was already around. Everything was already online, etc. The third one, Netflix, of course. Okay, so I've explained my three. Metin, go ahead and I'd say list off your top three favorite movies, and then for each of the three, give me a little synopsis of why that movie is your favorite. In like, I guess, a few words. So your first list your top three with a comma between each, and then each one give me a few words as to why you like that movie the most. And we can go ahead and discuss that more. I would love to discuss more about viewers' movies. Oh, and I guess from there, we'll then go into my top three favorite video games, and then back to you, to your top three favorite video games. Yours is Transformers, Deadpool, and some action movies. Okay, let's start with Transformers. What about Transformers do you love the most and why? What really piqued your interest with the whole Transformers franchise? I mean, aside from the fact that they're giant robots. I mean, robots are pretty cool, but what interests you most about Transformers? Because I've seen like one or two of them. I haven't seen all of them. It's been a while since I've watched a Transformers film, but I know Michael Bay made a bunch of those films, actually. I think like 6 or so, quite a few. But what makes you like Transformers overall, Metin? Why is Transformers a big interest for you, movie-wise, I should say? And I'll let you respond. Also, there shouldn't be much of a delay. I have ultra low latency on, so the delay between when you say something and when I respond should be between 1 and 5 seconds, hopefully. That's the lowest latency I can get through YouTube. I'm hoping it's effective and provides high engagement and responses that are easy to follow up with because of how quickly I can see your message versus respond to it. Whereas if there was a longer delay, the responses would be a little broken up between when you sent your message and when I responded. So for these specific streams, I have ultra low latency turned on. Let's see here. When you were a kid, you watched Transformers Prime on Cartoon Network. It was your first Transformers. Your first Transformers movie, Revenge of the Fallen movie. It was suck for me a cartoon show. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. There's been a lot of iterations of Transformers, both in television and movie form. The movies for Transformers are much different than the television shows. And that's only because the budgeting and money spent on production is substantially different. Television shows don't generally spend millions of dollars for production. I guess it depends on the show though. But in this case, unlike movie, oh yeah, oh let's see here. It was for me a cartoon show in real world. Like you meant shocked. Oh, wait, you were shocked. Like, okay. Oh, I get you. Okay, you were shocked as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So if I'm understanding you correctly, when you saw the film, you were shocked that it was brought into the real world instead of just like an animated cartoon. Is that what you're trying to say to me, Metten? Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you're getting at here. Maybe I could be incorrect. What we're talking, I'm going to spend all this time actually chopping down a bunch of trees so I have an ample supply of wood. That's really all I want. Real life Transformer. Yeah, no, I can understand that'd be really cool, honestly. Yeah, that's got to be really cool, genuinely. Okay, so your second was, let me quickly look up here. Your second was Deadpool. Okay. Why do you like Deadpool? Similar to why you like Transformers, go ahead and give me a little information on what got you interested in Deadpool, the Deadpool films, and Deadpool in general. Similar to what you did for Transformers. Also, I need to make torches because just like in Minecraft, the light is your best friend. Like genuinely, if you don't make torches, there's gonna be problems. Like genuinely, you'll see why. I'm gonna put some torches around here real quick because there are nighttime mobs just like in Minecraft. They spawn at night, and it's very important to light up the areas you live in so that way they don't spawn in those areas identically to Minecraft. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he is funny and cool. I like his personality. He's considered an anti-hero by comic book standards. I don't know the exact definition. I just know he's not necessarily good, nor is he evil. He sort of plays by his own rules, actually. Just imagine him and yeah, that would be pretty cool. A crossover between him and Fiona Cake would actually be pretty cool. I can imagine both Fiona and Cake would probably very much show interest in him romantic-wise, because like, you know how they are. You know how they are. They like to crush on the really good-looking types, and we all know Deadpool's like super suave with the way he is. But yeah, and let's see. Your third one was some action movies. Can you give me a third action movie that piques your interest? So far, you've given me Transformers, Deadpool. What is the third movie? Specifically, what third action movie did you like the most and why? I would love to know. You know, this is already really fun. Yeah, you would be good. Yeah, he would. He definitely would. He definitely would. For sure. Honestly, I like Ryan Reynolds. I do. He's the one who plays Deadpool, which is kind of why I like Deadpool. He's kind of what got me into the whole Deadpool as a whole, because I absolutely love Ryan Reynolds. I think he's quite funny. I personally am a big fan of him, and I also like his Mint Mobile commercials. It's his company. Yes, well, okay. All right, what you got? Yes, well, look, okay, what am I looking at here? I think I've gotten a decent amount of torches surrounding me. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna make this next, and I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, let's see here. Right here. I'm gonna go put this nearby our little grandfather guy over here. I'm gonna go put it right over here. Right there. Let's see. Deadpool was like Kobe like Kobe version Slide. Are you essentially comparing Deadpool to Kobe Bryant? You said like Kobe version Slide form. Oh wait. Oh, I'm Kobe Bryant, or you said like Kobe version Slide from DC. Maybe I misread that. If you could maybe specify. From what I read there, it looks like, are you talking about Kobe Bryant? Oh, copy. I'm sorry. There was, yeah, there. Okay, gotcha. So Deadpool was like a copy version from. Okay, yeah. What is he copying? You said Deadpool was like a copy versions Slide from DC. What are they copying exactly? What character is Deadpool copying essentially? At least this is what I'm gathering from the message you sent. Let's see here. What can I make here? Roasting station to cook meat. I'm going to put that. That seems important. What else we got here? We already have the workstation. I guess we could make a sword. A crappy wooden sword, just like in Minecraft, I guess. So we'll make that. Let me go ahead and put this roasting station. Wait, oh, wait a minute. Do I put it on the... Oh, I already have... Wow. What a waste of materials. Luckily, I believe they give you a trash can here, so I'm just going to trash that real quick. I think you have to put something over it for it to apply, actually. So in that case, I think I will, oh, a crafting guide. That's useful. Let's look in here. Insert. Oh, I think this just tells me what I can do with things. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it does. It basically tells me the recipes for each item I give it. That's useful. I'm gonna definitely save that for later. Let's see. We're safe for the most part here for now. Oh, Slade. Slade. Yes, I actually know who Slade is. I was introduced to Slade through the original Teen Titans series. You know, the older one, the real serious one, not Teen Titans Go, but the one that came before it that was super dark and serious and had like an animation style to it. It was a lot more realistic and grounded in reality. And it was more of a drama hero series. But I grew up watching the hell out of that, and I have nothing but good memories. And that's actually where I first heard about Slade, believe it or not. That's how I learned who Slade was, because I hadn't a clue who Slade was. But eventually I looked into the character and then I discovered all about him. But yeah, he is very similar to Deadpool. You're right. I'm gonna make a storage box here now. Let's store some stuff. I don't want to fill my inventory up just yet. There we go. Oh, okay, put away. I'm gonna put away the map fragments, worm bait. I could probably use that for fishing later. Oh, saplings. You know what I'm gonna do with these saplings? I'm gonna go make a little tree farm over here. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do actually share. They do share a look-alike resemblance. You are correct. They do share a resemblance. You're right. They certainly do. I can definitely see why you could. Yeah, there's certainly a resemblance there. Okay, let me just set up a little tree farm here. There we go. Okay, that's excellent. Okay. Oh, hello, mister. You're the guys we were lighting up our entire home to stay. Oh, wait, stay away. Stay away, mister. Stay away. There we go. Excellent. Okay, back to work. No more undead. Oh, look, another one. I should probably extend the torch perimeter to really get more space to work with. Question for me, imagine you and Fiona and Cake crossover. How would the story be? So you're saying imagining my character and crossing over with Fiona and Cake, or me? Or are you talking more about the character that my channel has as like the profile picture? I'm thinking that's what you're getting at, but go ahead and clarify for me unless I misinterpreted. Do I have more torches? I need to make more. I'm gonna make a bunch of these actually. I think I'll make 100. There we go, excellent. Okay, gotcha. How would the story go? Okay. So in this case, if it was our original characters, I don't know if you have any. I don't think I've ever seen them, but if it was us, I would certainly be a little taken aback because I wouldn't really, I guess I'd be excited at first. I guess that would be my first knee-jerk reaction is excitement because I've always been fascinated by the land of Ooh and, you know, just the whole universe of Fiona and Cake and Adventure Time as a whole. I love them. I absolutely love them. Like, I would use your name. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. No, I would be excited actually, because like I said, I've always been very fascinated by that entire series heavily. Like I really have. It always holds a special. It's always held and always will hold a very special place in my heart. Both Adventure Time and Fiona and Cake. But yeah, you say you would use your fake name Logan Walker. I'd probably go by Jasper. That's actually technically the name of the original character. That's the profile picture of my YouTube channel. His name is Jasper. But the YouTube channel itself and my nickname is Chillcatz, but the character itself is actually named Jasper. And he's based off of, admittedly, he's like half and half original character because he wasn't necessarily in the game. He's more of an original sculpt that I commissioned a while ago, like a couple years back. But he is based off of a race from the Elder Scrolls series. He's based off of the Khajiit. Oh my gosh. The Khajiit race from the Elder Scrolls series, like Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, any of those. Yes. Like, how would I meet them? Let's see. I would probably meet them. Maybe I guess I'd get, like, I think at one point you mentioned getting sucked into a TV or something like that. I guess that's how I'd meet them. And then I guess I'd go walking around trying to find someone to ask where I am. And then I'd stumble across them. I think if I met them, I would stumble across them by accident. But what would happen is essentially when I found them, would I be shy? No, I actually wouldn't be shy at all. I would actually be very excited. No, I would not be shy. Well, actually, no, realistically, knowing me and my history with that sort of stuff, maybe. Yeah, definitely maybe. For sure. All right, so now I'm going to list my 3 favorite video games and why I like them. First one, Garry's mod. Let's see, Cats would, yeah, definitely, yeah. Cake would... yes, he would. Yeah, she would. Yeah. So my first favorite video game is Garry's mod. I'm not sure if you've heard Garry's mod. I I believe it first launched in 2006 when Valve was still a very new company. And it's essentially a sandbox game of sorts. I'm not sure. Have you heard of Garry's Mod, man? Yes, you know it. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, so that was my first game. And let me give you some background as to why I like it. So when I first stumbled across Garry's Mod, I can't remember, but my cousin, my younger cousin, he was over and we were in my bedroom. He brought his gaming laptop. In fact, I credit my cousin for getting me into computer gaming, because one day he came over, I think it was for a birthday or some sort of celebration. We went into my bedroom. He brings his really beautiful gaming laptop in, and then he pulls up Garry's Mod. He pulls it up, and I ask him, what game is this? It looks interesting. He tells me it's called Garry's Mod, and he shows me more about it, and my face just lights up. Like, my face goes, I'm ecstatic. It looks so fun, and I get so curious what it's about. So later down, I finally get my own gaming. Well, actually, I didn't have a gaming PC to start out with. That came many years later. My very first computer was not that high-end, actually. It was not a high-end computer, but it was enough to run Garry's Mod. And when I bought, actually, I bought Garry's Mod after buying my first official Steam game, which was actually the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And at the time, they were selling disc copies in stores, and you essentially had to make an account on Steam and redeem the key that came in the box. Yeah, it was a different time. But anyways, I bought it later after Skyrim. I bought Garry's Mod. And from there, I just sort of got sucked into PC gaming as a whole. And, it just blossomed from there. CS Source is like same. Yeah, well, actually, no. CS Source, Garry's Mod, I think, is based off the original Source engine. Yeah. Your first game was GTA San Andreas. Bro, man, good. Oh, yeah, no. Matt and I agree. Open world games are amazing. I can't get enough of them. I love any and all open world games. Like, I don't care what the story is. If there's a big map and I can freely walk around that map and do whatever I want, that's a game I'll play, because I love open world games, whether it's an RPG, a linear story, anything where you just have a giant map that you can just freely explore, I love. Oh, yeah, I did. That's actually very upsetting. Didn't it get, like, delayed, like, isn't this like the 4th delay? I'm pretty sure the last time they delayed it, it was when they said they were going to release it in 2026 instead of 2025. I think this is like, what, the 4th delay for that game? It's actually quite upsetting, and I'm sure a lot of people are upset, but I'm 100% certain there is a good damn reason they are delaying it. Honestly, genuinely. And the reason I believe that is because they can't screw it up. They genuinely have absolutely no room to screw the game up. Because I'm not sure if you realize this, Metin. The Grand Theft Auto franchise is probably maybe one of many of the most popular game series out there. And the hype built around GTA 6 is all stemming from the extreme success and popularity of GTA 5. So because of that, they have extremely high bars to meet, not only by their company standards, but by player standards. So if anything, they're only delaying it because they know for certain if they do not nail it first try, they're going to lose a bunch of money. Let's see here. They should never say, yeah, let's see, just 2026. Yeah, GTA Center. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Definitely, but I can assure you, I'm sure they have good reason to be doing these frequent delays, and that's simply because they know that if they screw it up, they're honestly gonna go into debt. I'm not sure if you know this, Metin, but I think they've poured about the same amount of money as the Burj Khalifa in Saudi Arabia. I don't think that's where it's located, but it's essentially a gigantic skyscraper somewhere else in the world, and it costs several, I think, $1 billion to make. And I also heard that GTA 6 is essentially costing more than it costs to build that building, which is already in the billions, which also tells you why they don't want to screw it up. If you're going to invest $2 billion into making, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course you did. I am so sorry. Well, all right, then that's your information. I'm so sorry. I can be forgetful at times. That is you. Thank you. Yeah, you definitely, yeah. So if anything, Metin, that should tell you why they don't want to release an unfinished, buggy mess. They don't want to. They really can't. If they do, their company is going to go bankrupt because they've sunk way too much money into this game and its development to fail. They cannot fail. Yes, like Cyberpunk's a bit different. People were kind of betting on its success because of the prior success of the previous games. But in this case, Cyberpunk failed at first only because of the time crunch and the severe demands being put on the development team behind it by CD Projekt Red. If there wasn't a time crunch, if they had plenty of time to make it, it probably would have launched a lot smoother than it did. But only because of time crunch did it not launch the best. Of course, I believe they've since worked heavily to patch out all the problems. And I think at this point, Cyberpunk's an incredible game. Like, genuinely, if you go back and play it, they have pretty much fixed a significant amount, if not all the bugs. There's maybe one or two or maybe less than a dozen left. But for the most part, they've heavily addressed everything. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's it. People told releases the game. They did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was terrible. Time crunch for video game development can definitely, well, not definitely, it will actually severely impact the quality of the game only because you're rushing it. Just like I said previously, if you rush artwork, and in this sense, I would say video games are a form of artwork, at least by the people who are developing them, because they're the ones making it. They're the artists behind the game. If you rush artwork, it's not good. You can't rush a work of art. You just can't. If you try to, you're gonna regret it. You are gonna regret rushing art. That's the thing. Did I ever play GTA San Andreas? Bro, if you did not, yeah, I could in the future, yeah. Okay, so I believe that was my first game. My second game, okay. Back on topic. I apologize if I go off topic frequently. It tends to happen when I get very invested in conversations. Let me answer your last question here. GTA 6 been in development? Yeah, it has, hasn't it? 13 years, definitely. So I need to eat. Bro, okay. Oh, I think I need to eat worms. Let's see here. Food. Where's my hunger bar? Bro, clearly I'm starving. I'm gonna eat the worms. I'm gonna eat the worms. Can I? I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. I can't. Oh boy, this is not. Oh, yeah, no, I'm. Excellent. I should probably go look for apples. Yeah, no, I'm done. Oh, yep, dead. I saw it. Let's see. Yeah. You want to talk more about how it would be? Yeah, we can definitely talk more about that. But I'd like to go with the plan I had set up for this stream in terms of going back and forth with our interests. So I'm going to finish my last two, and then I'm going to go back over to you, and you're going to tell me about your 3 favorite video games and why you like them. All right, so my second favorite video game of all time, aside from Garry's mod, you guessed it, I'm sure, at this point, a lot of people know, Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls series in general by Todd Howard. Now, unfortunately, they announced the Elder Scrolls 6 a long time ago, and well, there hasn't been any word on a progress behind it, and a lot of people are questioning when it will come, because so far there hasn't been actually any sort of gameplay or anything really, and people are just like, okay, but when do we get to see the product? And Todd Howard's been extremely vague about all of it. He doesn't want to talk about anything regarding it. In fact, I believe a while ago I read a statement he put out saying that it will be ready when it's ready, and chances are that when it is ready, he's going to shadow drop it. His words, I believe, were when it's ready, he'll just, one day it will appear. It will appear and nobody will see it coming. I think, yeah, he said that previously, I believe in a recent interview. He said he wanted to, he said something along the lines of shadow dropping the game and not really announcing it prior. He would just, you know, make it available instantly and surprise the hell out of everyone. At least that's what I last read in regards to the news regarding that. But the Elder Scrolls series has always been very close to me. I actually spent my my early teenage years playing on an original old Xbox before the Xbox 360 was a thing. And I used to play Morrowind, which I think is the 3rd game in the series. No, I want to sleep in this bed. So, set spawn, that's useful. Good night! But yeah, no, I sunk so many hours into Morrowind. Like, it's egregious. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing it on the computer. I was playing it on an old Xbox console, so I don't know just how many hours I sank into it. But if I had to guess, more than 500. Like, actually, that was probably around the time I became heavily interested in RPGs, role-playing video games. Like, that was my very first official role-playing video game, and damn did I love it. It was, it kind of got to a point where I would just play it all the time, almost every day. Okay, so we've got kind of established here, I believe. Let me check my quest book real quick here. Where was it? Where was my quest book here? Adventure party log. Where was it? Quest. There we go. Okay, wait. Oh, I guess I should get some from this dude. You wish you could play OG online games? Yeah, definitely. Some of them still exist, but they let's see here. Do you have explain? Okay, usually this guy has a quest, but I suppose he doesn't. I want to buy something. Oh, do you sell stuff? What's this? Revival. Okay, that's useful. Usually this guy's supposed to give you a quest, but I guess in this sense it's completely open-ended now. Because originally you had to talk to him. Let's see here. Settlement flag nearby. Mob spawn. Oh, that'd probably be his house. Okay, what do you got in here? Let me look in here. What do you got? Useful stuff. So, oh, actually, this is important. So this is the settlement flag for this game. And essentially, once you place it down, it reduces the mobs spawning in the area, and it allows you to begin construction of your own village. And then there's these maps. This map shows you the local dungeons around you. And then this map shows you the nearby local villages around you. So I'm going to use both of these. I think I need to consume them. Like, you actually need to click to consume. So let me use these. There we go. Let's see. Maps show north. Yep, the dungeons are nearby. Okay. And let's see. Village east of your location. 294 meters. I wish I had a compass. I do not have a compass. I should probably make one eventually. But yeah, no, that's why I like Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls in general. And finally, my third favorite game, before I ask you about yours, Benton, my third favorite game has to be the Doom series. The Doom series. Not really the older Doom games, the 2D ones, but the newer ones. My very first experience of a modern day Doom game was actually Doom, I think it was Doom 2016. It was just called Doom. Dang, I love that game, bro. It was fun as hell. Okay, so there's settlements nearby. I think, are they marked? Oh, they are marked. That's useful. Oh, that's the dungeon engine. Okay, this is actually really useful. I think I'm gonna... Why don't we go mine some materials first? And then from there, we can, I guess, go visit the village and sell stuff, make money, and start profiting. You never played that? Oh, yeah, no, they're really fun. They're really fun. They are... The series goes back to the 90s when they first designed the original Doom games. They were 2D pixelated and not overcomplicated like they are today. But they're great. Okay, into the mine we go. I think we have plenty of torches. So this is the mine. It's essentially just one big-ass map. I don't think I have them. You can't actually view... Oh, no, it looks like you can. Okay. So this is the map of the mine. As you go around, it reveals more of it. And at any given moment, you can come across a ladder. When you get in that ladder, you go down to the next level of the mine with increasingly more difficult mobs, more valuable items to mine and stuff like that. Bro, you played first ever game 20... Oh, really? That was your first ever game. My first ever game was a long time before 2015, but yeah, that's cool. So yeah, no, I really like the Doom series, but enough of that. Now it's your turn, Metin. What are your top 3 favorite games? Go ahead and list them for me, and then go by each one and elaborate on each one just a little and tell me what you like about them most. Top 3 favorite games. What you got, man? What are your top 3 favorite games of all time that you just cannot go without or have super duper fond memories of so far? I'd love to know. I really would. I always love talking about video games. It's a big interest of mine. I'm not sure if you could tell. Well, a lot of people can at this point. Hello. Goodbye. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna light up this mine shaft just a bit more. It's not really a mine shaft, it's just a big ass cave. Okay. I gotta avoid these goblins. These goblins like to steal your gold. They actually come up to you and they grab your gold off your character. See, I got coins here. You use that to buy stuff in the villages, and the goblin essentially walks up to you and steals a portion of your coins, and you have to chase after them to get the gold back. GTA San Andreas, GTA 4. Okay, let's see. Your first one, GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, and GTA 5. Second one, Red Dead Redemption, Transformers, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare OG. Okay, so tell me, what do you like most about the Grand Theft Auto series, encompassing all of them? Because I know there is a lot of them, and it seems you've listed them all. Okay, so what draws you the most to Grand Theft Auto? I mean, aside from the fact that it's essentially a big sandbox and you can do pretty much everything. But what drew you to that series and why? I would love to know. And then after that, go ahead and elaborate on what drew you to Red Dead Redemption and why, and so on with Call of Duty and all those other ones. I would very much like to know. I love to know about my viewers' interests because I, too, love video games just as much as they do. Oh, boy. Hello, mister. No, no, no. You don't get to kill me. No, 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 no. Woohoo! Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. This sword's kind of bad. I gotta go. Oh, and there's an archer. Lovely. I think I'm gonna quickly gather some of this copper here. It's like the first ore that you can use to make stuff. GTA San Andreas, best one. 4 also because of characters from the Balkan. Really? GTA 4, that's the one that takes place in New York City with Nico Bellic. That's GTA 4, isn't it? It's just Nico Bellic's the main character. I thought he was from somewhere else. Is that the character you're talking about that's from the Balkans? I had no idea. I thought he was from somewhere else in Europe. From how he sounded, of course. But are you talking about Nico Bellic? Yeah, Liberty City. But when you say there's a character from the Balkans, are you talking about Nico Bellic, the main character, or a side character that you see alongside the series? Because if it's Nico Bellic, that's news to me. I always assumed he was from some other part of the world. I didn't realize okay. Oh, he's from the Balkans? I thought he was from somewhere else. Genuinely, I thought he was from somewhere else entirely. I didn't know he was from the Balkans. That's cool. That's really cool. You just taught me something about a character I didn't know much of aside from what I played in the game. I always assumed he was from somewhere else. But the Balkans, that's cool. That's cool. And what do you like about Nico Bellic? What about Nico Bellic do you like the most? Personally, for me, I like Nico Bellic because he's just sort of a laid-back dude who wants to live a peaceful life and not screw it up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he just kind of wanted to get a new start in New York. He didn't necessarily want to do bad things. I don't know. I haven't played GTA 4 in quite a while. Serbian words in the game. Oh, really? That's cool. That's cool. Awesome. You know what word? Okay, let me ask you, Metin, about GTA 4. What is the most iconic phrase from the entire game of GTA 4? And I'll give you a hint. You get frequent phone calls asking about it. What's the most iconic line from that entire series, aside from probably other ones? What do you get frequent phone calls about, and from who and why, and what are they asking? Hopefully you can tell me, because I know exactly. I played that game enough to know exactly, because I do deeply remember getting frequent annoying phone calls of him asking the same thing again and again and again. It was quite funny. I like... Oh, no! I don't want to spoil it. Oh, I almost just spoiled it. But I do like that game. Nico had bad childhood, 17 when he was... Oh my goodness, really? Yo, I had no idea. Wow, Nico... Oh yes, that's the one. Nico, it's your cousin. Let's go bowling. I should really bring food with me next time. Okay, give me a sec here. You know what? I gotta... Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm gonna go back down, grab my stuff, and see if I can buy food from the village. That would help a lot, because I really gotta remember I have a hunger bar. I keep forgetting that, and I let myself starve twice. So let's see. I'm gonna collect some stuff here. I think this gives me coins. Oh, no, it gives me ore. Okay, never mind. Okay, how much we got? We got 24. I think I can sell some stuff. I'm gonna torch up a bit more here. Some over here. Okay, these things right here have stuff in them. Coins and other random accessories and items. Uh-oh. Yeah, the archers are really annoying sometimes because you gotta take them out. You gotta take out the ranged people first, of course. But yeah, no, that is the iconic line, Nico, let's go bowling. Okay. Okay, now that we've discussed GTA 4 and the GTA series, and hey, that's mine. See what I mean? Okay, you know what? You can have it. I don't like goblins, bro. They're annoying as hell. That's exactly what I was talking about. Bro took some of my gold and ran off with it like a little mischievous jerk. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Yeah, his father. Oh man, his father's Nico had bad childhood. His father an alcoholic. Aunt old Roman. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can definitely see why he wouldn't be in the best of mood because of all that. Okay, I'm gonna break these open real quick, and then from there I'm gonna go to the village. Hopefully I don't die. I'm just gonna get this here. The thing with this game that I actually have noticed is that you tend to go into these mines, at least from my perspective. I go down here and I think I'm gonna leave, but then I get tempted to keep going deeper, thinking I'll find even more loot. I kind of get carried away sometimes, and I regret it fast because I die with all my stuff on me, and it angers me. So I gotta remind myself, don't do that. You have to leave when you have to leave. Don't tell yourself, oh, just a little bit further. What if I miss something? What if there's more loot, more crazy, awesome loot? No, I won't. Yeah, GTA, oh yeah, it does actually. I agree with you there. It does have a much substantially darker story. It really does, like substantially darker. Okay, and your third one here, let's see. You said, what do you like about Need for Speed? What do you like about you say one of them's Need for Speed. I don't personally have experience with the Need for Speed games, but I do have experience with something called Burnout. There's Burnout Revenge, Burnout Takedown, Burnout Paradise City, and I think there's like a couple others that I don't know off the top of my head. But what do you like about Need for Speed? Why did you choose Need for Speed? I personally like Burnout the most. I have a lot of memories playing Burnout Revenge with my neighbor friends, as well as my brother sometimes. It was really fun. It really was. I like Burnout Takedown the most. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Oh, yes. Okay, if there's any Need for Speed game I do have a memory of, it would be Most Wanted. It would. And how do I have the memories there? Because I distinctly remember having a great time driving on the freeways, getting chased down by several cop cars, sirens blaring. I remember that distinctly. I do have memories of Need for Speed Most Wanted. Not necessarily extremely detailed memories, but I do have memories of playing that one involving always trying to outrun and outspeed the cops. Yeah. And the music. Oh, I like music from these racing games. Some of these racing games actually have amazing music. I'm not going to lie with you there. Some of them have really good music, genuinely. I think my favorite racing game with a decent soundtrack is Burnout Paradise City. Mainly because of the main song they built the game off of. And the lyrics, take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Dude, I have fond memories of that song. Like, genuinely, I do. I like it. Let's see here. Men cops in that game are hard. Oh, yeah. No, I've heard it actually is quite challenging. Hey! Oh, so he does have a quest for me. Okay, can I edit this? Oh yeah, settings. Let's go here. Change name. So I want to call this something. Let's call this, Town of Cats. We'll call it the Town of Cats. Or actually, yeah, let's call it Town of Cats for now. So as you can see, we have different menus here. We have a settlers list. Currently, we only have one settler. In order to get more, sometimes they'll either come across and visit your place and you can invite them to join you, or you bring them from other settlements manually. So we have settlers here. Shane is our main character here. You always start the game with him. We have commands to tell settlers what we want them to do in terms of harvesting, resource collecting, and stuff like that. We have equipment that we can give to each and every settler if they need to defend against raids. We have diets for them to feed themselves. And we can also restrict them from doing certain things permanently. That way they don't mix things up. And we have this. This is most important. The work priorities. This is essentially you tell each villager in your village what you want them to prioritize and why. I think it goes from like 1 to 5 in terms of priorities, or maybe it's a checklist. I can't remember. And then lastly, we have the assign work button, like to assign for villagers to focus on managing storage, workstations, cutting wood, husbandry, raising animals, and fertilizing the farms. Stuff like that. Yeah. Let's see here. If you ever played OG Modern Warfare games from 2007 to 2011, you would see it better than oh, actually, I played them here and there. I used to play them at my neighbor's house all the time. And yes, they are quite good compared. I would say the only good modern day Modern Warfare is Modern Warfare 2019. But outside of that, the OGs are always superior. So let me quickly organize here. Oh, there's also inventory organization buttons. That's not in Minecraft. You actually have to mod Minecraft to get that. No, they added inventory organization buttons, and I'm so happy they did because it makes things a lot easier. Okay, I think I should make a furnace, actually. Let's see here. Can I make furnace? I think I can. Oh, right there. Forge. I think I actually just made 2. Lovely. Oh, well, that's okay. 2 is better than 1, I suppose. People make more than 1 furnace all the time in Minecraft. I'm going to put this, I'll put it right here facing this way. Let's see. Do I remember things in the 2010s? That's a long time ago, Menton. That's like a decade and a half ago. Not clearly, no. It's been a long time since the 2010s. Go ahead and tell me all about it if you know more currently. But for me, it's been a decade and a half and memories fade. But I do recall it being quite fun. Let's see here. What's his first job? Kill Evil's Protector. Summoned at night by using I know that quest. So that's actually the first boss you face. And you can summon him whenever you'd like using this item over here. That thing right there summons the very first boss of the game. And you can summon him whenever you think you're ready, which I think's awesome. Music, Cartoon Network games. Oh, actually, I have fond memories of the Cartoon Network website back then. I really do. I used to play a bunch of their Flash games they used to have available on their website. I'm not sure how much you know about that, but Flash games used to be extremely popular back then, and Cartoon Network had a whole bunch of them. One I had the hardest time with was one regarding the Kids Next Door, and I believe it was a point-and-click adventure where you had to go around and find certain items and solve puzzles. And I remember a couple from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, as well as yeah, there's a lot. I used to play those quite frequently. So let me quickly dump. I think I'll hold on to these. These are important. These are health potions. I'm going to quickly put that right there just in case. What else we got here? That will teleport me back to my spawn point. Very useful. Iron arrows. I think I can sell some of that, actually. I might actually sell some of that. Let's see. I'll take those. I think I'll start melting the gold. I think you have to have a certain amount of ore to start smelting. Let's see here. Can I already? Perhaps? Yes? No? Oh, I think I can, but I do need to fuel it, as always. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, duh. Right there. I want to split that stack, actually. Split. Let's see here. Which button was it to split? I believe. Oh, right there. Right click. Okay, there we go. We got our fuel, and I don't think it just... Does it just... I think I have to turn it on? It's been a while. Let's see here. How do I turn... Yeah, I think I might need a little bit more. Did I pick up any more ore here? Oh, actually, you just have to fill it all. Okay. Yeah, what happened? They did have a website. Yeah, they did. Well, that's actually... I can easily tell you what happened. So, a while back, Adobe... The creators of Adobe Flash, the program used by a majority of people at the time on the internet to create Flash animations as well as Flash games that you would play on websites regularly. A couple of years ago, they discontinued that service and defunct the whole project. So before that, you could play any and all Flash games. Currently, though, now, the only way to play Flash games is through, I think, a Flash emulator that most websites now have in place of the Flash engine. But Adobe, as it is, Adobe Flash disappeared. That's what, yeah, no, essentially when they discontinued Adobe Flash, you couldn't play Flash games anymore. They up and disappeared. Only because Adobe Flash was essentially powering every single Flash game on the entire internet. So when they discontinued it, no more Flash games. It really did suck. Because you need Adobe Flash to play Adobe Flash games. And the moment they discontinued it, every and all Adobe Flash games ceased functioning. So now if you want to play those kind of things, you either buy them on Steam or you go back and play them on an emulator that most websites now have in place of the Adobe Flash engine. Hey, what's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. So glad you stopped by. We're having a good time in Necesse. This game is so fun because it's just as relaxing as Minecraft. I gotta say, I think I can make... better equipment here now, possibly. Let's see. Oh, no, but I think I need an anvil. So we do need to go back down. Okay, what's he got for me? Oh, yeah, he's already got... Okay, so I think I have a good amount here. Let me check my chest, and then we can go sell us stuff we don't need. I don't need that. And I'll need that later, but not now. All right, hopefully we don't die. I'm going to walk all the way to that village that's right over there. It looks like it's a decent way away. Oh, but it looks like there's another biome. Yeah, no, this is, I have actually ultra low latency on. So the delay between when you send a message and when I reply is 1 to 5 seconds. Whereas in most of the time it's 10 to 15 seconds with low latency. But in this series, I'm going to have ultra low latency on to allow for quicker interaction with the audience. Nighttime's coming. I'm going to go sleep before I head out. Genuinely, I don't want to get caught out in the dark. Because when darkness comes, literally the whole screen goes black. You can't see anything. Oh, and I'm also starving. Is there food in this chest? Please. There's nothing in the chest. Okay. I don't have anything to eat. Oh, boy. Okay, I gotta... If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die right at my spawn point so I can just immediately pick up my stuff. I'm going to the village to buy food. Because I forgot where I think I can make it, but I can also get it off of trees like apples. So maybe I'll die in my sleep. I have no idea. I'm hungry. And he took the bed. Hey, wake up. I'm taking the bed. Thank you. I just kicked an old man out of the bed. Oh my gosh. Lovely stuff. Okay, I'm going to sleep through the night here. I don't think my hunger bar goes down, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I really got to figure out. I think you get apples from cutting down trees. If I remember correctly. Maybe they changed it. I hope not. But I think that's where I got majority of my food. Do I have anything I can cook? I think if I had farm animals, I could probably sell them. Okay, yeah, I'm getting hungry. Does this dude have any food? What's this? Oh, leather dashers. Let's see here. Let's see, sprint. Oh, that's useful. That gives me a sprinting ability. I'll put that on there. What else you got? This guy doesn't have much in his house. He's kind of poor. Let's see. Well, actually, no. His house isn't too bad. I would love, you can actually upgrade his house as much as you want. Literally, the whole world is your oyster in this game. Anything that is in the game can be destroyed. Even this dude's entire house. Like, literally. Just like in Minecraft, everything can be destroyed. Everything. And that's actually why I like this game a lot and why it heavily reminds me of Minecraft. Okay, buddy. I'm going to make you rich real fast. I'm going to come back with a bunch of goodies to put in your house and make it look amazing. Be right back, fella. But I think I might starve soon. So perhaps I'll let myself die from hunger first. Okay, let's see. Yeah, go ahead and think about it. Metin, we just discussed, Metin. I think we discussed your top 3 games and top 3 movies. Correct, Metin? I believe we got through all 3 of your games and all 3 of your movies. And I got through all 3 of my games and all 3 of my movies. So we'll wait for Dan to come up with his. But in the meantime, we can discuss whatever you'd like, Metin. But once, Dan, you have what you thought of, go ahead and lay it on me and we'll go back and forth. Yeah, I will. Go ahead. We'll wait for Daniel to think of his and we'll stop talking, you and I, when he starts to tell us about his top 3s. But for now, go ahead and ask me anything else you'd like, Metin, while we're waiting for Dan to think of his topics. Okay, I'm gonna die. I think there might be berry bushes. Yep, no, I'm starving. In that case, you know, I might as well just die nearby. I think there's berry bushes, though, if I remember. Talk about okay, yeah, go ahead. What other crossovers you got on your mind? Aside from the one we discussed being Deadpool and Fiona and Cake. Any other crossovers you've ever thought of? Any other crossovers at all? We've already heavily discussed Fiona and Cake and Deadpool. That's established that we'd love to see it. Do you have any other cool crossovers in mind that you would have loved to see come to fruition at any given time? Because I'm sure there's lots. Oh, wait a minute. There's a duck here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Where you going? Just want to talk to you. Oh, boy. Okay. Where'd the duck meat go? Uh-oh. Actually, you know what? I shall avoid starvation by drinking these amazing potions. Okay. Where's the duck meat? He dropped meat. Where'd the duck meat go? Oh, it's right there. Duck breast. Okay. I'm going to go cook that real fast and then eat it. Well, now I know where to get my food. I just kill ducks, sheep, and or cows, just like in Minecraft, obviously. I'm going to use this furnace for it. I think this one's already... Yeah, this one's finished. Okay. I'm going to put in there. In. Can I not? Do I... No. Oh, right. I need to use this thing over here. Okay, let's... That on in there. Oh, I need to fuel it, obviously, of course. Yay! Oh, I was a little too late. I starved. That sucks. Oh, but I still have my duck breast. Excellent. Okay, let's see here. Already did the films. For the games, perhaps one shot before your eyes. And okay. All right, I will respond to your view real quick, Metin, and then we'll get into talking about Dan's top 3s. Oh, who's this dude? Oh, a merchant. Hey, pal. I actually have gold. Wait a second here. Give me a sec here, guys. I think I have... Did I lose my gold? Oh, my stuff's still over there. Let me pick up my stuff and see what I can buy real quick. Okay, so you said, did you see the regular show and Adventure Time? No, I didn't. I have been busy, admittedly. I should be like, I will look into it, but I have been very busy with my job, work, and, well, helping myself. You see, recently I've had to heavily put my mental health above the YouTube channel and really anything related to it. It's important because mental health at the end of the day is a really big must, and you can't really place other things above your own mental health. So unfortunately, I haven't looked into it yet, but I will. But I've heavily been focusing on mine. What is this? Yummy! Oh my gosh. Bro just sold me 2 cheeseburgers. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go travel to that village now. What do I have to sell? Not much, but we'll see what we can sell. Excellent! I have not seen that yet. No, I have not. Okay, let's get into Dan's top 3. Okay, Dan. So you say your first is... Your first game... You already did the films. Oh, wait. You said you already did the films for the... Did you mention your films? Did you mention your films? I may have missed them as... Did I miss it? Or did you not mention your films? That you said you already did the films. We'll go into your games first. Let's see here. For games, One Shot. Okay. In a couple words, tell me what you like most about One Shot. In a couple words, or maybe a few sentences. Go ahead and tell me why you like One Shot so much. Because I know you do. You make it extremely obvious with certain things on your Discord and stuff like that. I think it's cool. I love people who are fans of stuff. See what I mean? Seamless biomes. It used to be an island system, but now you can just seamlessly pass into biomes like in Minecraft. I love that, bro. I love that so much. Do we need to be wearing anything? Is there a... I don't think we need to wear anything. I don't think there's a cold system. Okay. This... Oh, I think we made it. Yes, we did. Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to the villages of Necesse. They are wonderful. They are very wonderful, and they're themed based on where they're located. This is the ice village, so they build a lot of things out of ice bricks. They also have their own personal dungeon. Each village comes with its own personal dungeon that you can go into and explore freely. And let's see here. We got guards. So let's check out these stores. Who will best work with me? I don't think anyone's in here yet. Hey, pal. Oh, do you sell stuff? You're a miner. Okay, I don't have any houses for settlement sale. Let's see. What's this guy? I'm looking for a salesman. Gunsmith. Okay, I'm looking for maybe a food. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can find a farmer here. Let's see. Farmer. Where's the farmer at? I think it's up here. Hey, yeah, this is where the farmer is. Definitely. Okay. But where's the farmer? I think he's over here. Oh, that must... Let's see. Is that him? Hunter. Maybe he can sell me food. We got people in here. Traders. Oh, traders might be useful. Hunters. Okay, but is there a farmer? Or maybe it is the... Maybe the hunter is the farmer. Let's see here. We got mage. Guard. Okay, perhaps the hunters are the farmers. I think. Let's see here. Villager. I could have sworn there was a separate farmer class. Okay, in that case... Oh, what we got here? Guard. Okay, trader. I want to sell some stuff to you. Hey, pal. Oh, I just invite you to my settlement. I can't actually buy stuff from you. Can I? Yes, I want to sell stuff. Oh, but they only buy specific things. Just like Minecraft, they only buy specific things. So he only buys wool and hides because he's a hunter. So let's see. Maybe the gunsmith or who else? I wish there were... Where's the farmer? Gunsmith. I don't... Is there not a farmer? I don't think I can trade with any of these traders, though. I don't think. And let me try again. I don't think so, though. Hey, pal. Yeah, I can't. I can only invite them to my settlement for business later. Okay, let's talk to the gunsmith. What do you buy specifically? Probably not what I need. Oh, that's actually good. Hello, blacksmith. I know he'll buy my ores. Let's see here. Okay, Dan's first response is... one simple fact. It was the first game which, thanks to fourth wall breaking mechanics, made me feel like the character was truly alive. Never happened in any other game. That's kick-ass. All right. That's amazing. My thoughts on that. You gotta love a fourth wall break. You gotta use them in a way that's not excessive. Too many fourth wall breaks can definitely get tiresome, but not enough, and it may not be interesting. But I do like a good fourth wall break every now and then. All right, so your second one here is... Okay, second one, Before Your Eyes. What is Before Your Eyes? Go ahead and tell me about that. I've never heard of that game. I'm rather interested what it's about. I can buy... That'll help. No, wait, that's not a mining helmet. That's just a hard hat. Okay, what else we got here? I can sell him ores. Okay, so there's a blacksmith I can sell ores to. Gunsmith, he probably buys gun stuff. Let's see. Oh, he also buys ores. Okay. Mage, you probably, if I'm guessing, you buy, yeah, mage-related things. Seriously, I thought there was a farmer. Guard, I want to find a farmer. I swear there's a farmer. I swear there's a farmer. Villager. Pawnbro. Like a pawn shop? Yo, is it a pawn shop? That's actually useful. Pawn shops are useful. You buy all sorts of stuff. Pawn some items. Okay, he's got 7,000. So let's see. What do we want to pawn? I'll pawn that. Okay. All right. So he just buys and sells. It's not that complicated of a pawn shop. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I was gonna say, imagine you and me, Fiona, cake, would be like Chile, dude. Oh, let's see here. You and me, Fiona, and cake. I would like Chile, dude. I would tell the dream. Yeah, definitely. Dream come true. I agree with you there. All right, what you say, Dan? What you say? Well, it's a game that talks about the last months of a life of a kid with a terminal illness. The thing about the game is that every time you blink, the scene changes. Actually, you're reminding me of a game that's pretty much the same idea. It's called Always Sometimes Monsters. Have you heard of it? I believe the game was specifically created by the father. Their young son actually, I think, had cancer or terminal cancer. And the son was extremely young. I think almost an infant, like super duper young, like really young. And he made the game essentially to tell a story about him and his son. I've never played it personally, but I believe it's called Always Sometimes Monsters. And it's all about him, like, talking about his experience and going through this all the cancer treatments and stuff with his own son, and how it emotionally, like, impacts him to certain degrees, which is understandable. But that's that game. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. your third one here. Let's see. Your third one is The Last of Us. All right. Go ahead and lay it on me. Why do you like The Last of Us? But you know, who doesn't? Who wouldn't? I mean, I guess if you don't like horror apocalypse themes and stuff like that, then I guess so. But why do you like The Last of Us? I like The Last of Us because I'm a big nerd for apocalypse themes. Like a big nerd. I like Fallout. I like New Vegas. I like The Last of Us. I like Dead Rising. Anything apocalyptic, both in movie, video game, and TV show form, I love. Oh, you like, yeah, no, they are great. Yeah, no, apocalypse games are super enjoyable for me. Oh, actually, okay. This pawnbroker buys anything. I just noticed that. That's actually very useful. Okay, you buy anything, don't you, pal? That's good to hear, actually. That's great. Okay, so why don't you buy this useless stuff I don't want? This guy literally buys everything. How much do you... Okay, 129 wood gets me a bunch of money. That gives me a good idea. Okay. I made a good amount of money. I think I'll buy food from him now. Actually, no. Who was the one selling me the food? Well, I think it was the hunter who was selling food. Let me go to the hunter. Who else we got here? Stylist. You gonna cut my hair? Wait, you cut hair? Do you cut hair? What do you, let's see. What do you buy? What? Oh, you sell clothing. Oh, that's cool. You sell clothes. Okay, that's noted. And I'm guessing you also buy clothing. Oh, no, you just buy materials for clothing. Changing stuff. Oh, yeah, you can also change your character here too. Awesome. Let's see. The thing that sold it to you was how the character's father, mother, friend react to what you are going through. They are really human reactions to the end of it before your eyes. You're talking about The Last of Us? Yes, I believe that's what you're talking. You say how the father, mother, friend react to what you're going through. Are you talking about The Last of Us? Because I believe in the opening sequence, it ends up just being him. Like I think everyone he knew is either dead or disappeared. Is that what you're talking about, The Last of Us, or something else? Just go ahead and correct me. I may be off, possibly. I want to buy food. I have enough money. I'm gonna buy an ample supply of food real quick. Yo, Hunter, where you at? I want to buy food. Who else we got down here? Is this a hunter? Hello, Hunter. That's a guard. Stylist. Where the hunter at? Actually, you know what? It's nighttime. I think I'm gonna nap in one of their beds. I don't think. Oh, they have one right here. Hey, yeah, I hope you don't mind, sir. Hello. I'm gonna sleep in your bed now. Don't mind me. Just sleeping in your house. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm working hard to keep track of both progressing in the game while at the same time having conversation relating to the topics of this live stream. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. So let's see here. Let me just get that again. Okay. Yeah, no, that could be interesting. How they're all reacting to what they're going through. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's actually, that would make a lot of sense. That can actually be really compelling, actually. To see reactions of others to the main character and what they go through. That, I agree with you there. I agree with you there, Dan. I agree with you there. Definitely. I do agree with you there. Yeah, no, that's definitely, especially since it's a terminal illness, for sure I can understand why their reactions would be very interesting to see compared to like the main character. So we still need to buy food. And where's the hunter at? Where'd you go? Oh, I'm starving. Hunter. Actually, no, I have a piece of food here. Delicious. Where's the hunter at? Yeah, he's right here. Hello. Philip the hunter. I would love to buy food. Oh, wait. You're not the one selling food, are you? No, you're just selling hunting supplies. You're useless to me. Oh, but wait a minute. Just like in Minecraft, they have the stuff we want. I'll take all this from you. Don't mind me. In fact, you know, before I leave this village, I'm just going to commandeer every bit of thing they are storing in every chest. Because who doesn't do that in Minecraft? Like, I'm sure everyone's done it at least once or twice. Literally, if anyone has ever played Minecraft, I'm sure they've done that at least once or twice. It's kind of the routine that every Minecraft player does when they come across a village. It's kind of the go-to thing you do. Let's see here. As for The Last of Us, the thing you like the most is the relationship between Ellie and Joel. Like how one is fighting the loss of the other. Joel missing a daughter, Ellie. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I agree with you there for sure. I definitely agree with that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, they have a bunch of... Technically, I could take all this. I don't actually want to destroy the villages in this sense. I'd like to keep them intact and only take what I need. But it seems this guy's got a bunch of tools for me to make all sorts of things, which is good. That's actually really good. Let's see here. What you got? Oh, actually, I think I have money. I'm going to buy a weapon from the blacksmith. I think he's the one that was selling weapons. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Gunsmith. I want the blacksmith. Where'd he go? I just need a better weapon right now. Why are there arrows everywhere? Oh, this must be from the guards defending against this. Oh, wow, there's quite a bit. Or are these the hunters doing? No, these are the hunters doing this. That's why there's all this. Okay, this is actually really helpful. That's helpful. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, definitely. You wish the company that made The Last of Us would make like the Walking Dead storyline, like from, yeah, that would be cool, actually. They've tried making Walking Dead games before. Some have succeeded and some have failed. But the most successful ones would have to be the unrelated series to the show, just called the Telltale's The Walking Dead. Episode 5, Fiona and Kate. Yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely. I was actually distraught. I was really distraught when M-Cron. Let's see, as for the films, your favorite ones are Silence, V for Vendetta, and Wall-E. Okay, go ahead and start with Silence. Why do you like Silence? Go ahead and tell me all about Silence. And then same with V for Vendetta and as well as Wall-E. And then we'll have gotten through your games and your movies. I think I'm working hard to keep track of them all. I think there was, yeah, no. Okay, we got through all 3 of your games. Let's go with the movies now. Go ahead and explain to me about Silence and so on with V for Vendetta as well as Wall-E. But yes, I do agree with you. I actually did feel bad for M-Cron because they were gonna go on a date on a swan boat and they couldn't because Cake was attached to Huntress Wizard and could not go. And then they cut to a scene of M-Cron sitting with a sad face in a swan boat by himself. Bro, that broke my heart, genuinely. And it's not her fault. It's not Cake's fault. She was gonna do it, but then she got screwed over and attached to Huntress Wizard for longer than she wanted. So she really was gonna make the effort, but she unfortunately got attached to Huntress Wizard, which sucks. You think they will go next? Yeah, oh yeah, I hope they do. I really hope they do. I'd like to see those two get along. We've been walking around here too much. I wanted to buy blacksmith. There, I want to buy a weapon off you. Hey, you sell weapons? No, but you do sell an iron pickaxe. That's better than a weapon. Okay. Okay, all right, let's go collect iron now. We got what we need from here. We got exactly what we got. Plenty of food. We got the mutton chops, the rabbit legs. We can cook that. We got a lot from here. We got the, oh, actually, I can sell the leather. What am I thinking? Actually, no, wait. I could probably make stuff with the leather, but I did see that the stylist bought leather, so let's go sell it to the stylist real quick because they buy leather. Let's see here. Silence is a pretty heavy film. Let's see. Let me quickly sell this to the stylist before I continue here. Hello. I would like to sell all of these to you. Okay. That's a lot of money. Wow. Okay, that you had, holy cow. Okay, we'll come back to this later. Let's go back and start working on our place. We got what we need. We got the food. We got money, a bunch of money, because we just sold someone else's leather supply. So let's see here. Silence is a pretty heavy film. It talks about the Catholics trying to share their religion in the Japanese land of 1600. The thing about this film is how faith does not make you immortal. Yeah, that makes total sense. Let's see. You suffer nonetheless, as well as have doubts no matter how much faith you have. And thus, sometimes you just have to let go. Faith, everything. That makes a lot of sense. That definitely sounds tough. Let's see here. Bro, what you think is weird, like a human and a magic cat being... I don't know. These are fictitious stories, and really anything can happen. If anything, I'm hoping that Cake and M-Cron at least become really close friends. I would really like to see them become longtime close friends. I really would. Genuinely, I would. Because they seem to really enjoy each other's company. So I would be thrilled if it ends up coming to the point where they become really good friends. That would make me very happy to see them become really good friends. Okay. I got my nose congested. I've been talking so much. Let me cook some stuff, and then we can go into the mine and begin preparations on collecting more resources. So let me do some cooking here. Excellent. Oh, yeah, that's excellent. What is this? Oh, that's just chicken. Okay. Okay, we have plenty of food, fellas. We're not gonna go starve anytime soon. In fact, I'm gonna gorge myself on steak. Yummy! Okay, epic. All right, let's dump some stuff off and make room for our mining adventure. Okay, let's see here. It's like, yeah, they are cute. Yeah, definitely. I would love to see them become really good friends, though. Genuinely, I would love to see them become good friends. If anything, I want to see them become friends. I think I can make chickens with this. Or eat it. I thought I could throw these. Oh, wait. No, you know what? I'll just put those away. We'll figure out what we do with the eggs. I think you, let's see here. Oh, it's a crafting material. That's fair. Okay, health potions. I don't need that. I don't need that. I have this iron pick, ample torches. I'm gonna put the food and the hot bars down here. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna organize my hot bar real quick. Let's put the iron pickaxe right there. And then we'll put the health potion on the second one and the foodstuffs on the next ones. And I think that's about it. We really just need the pickaxe. I should have bought a better weapon, but we have the wooden sword for now. It's not much, but it'll at least do for a wee bit of defense while we get iron and stuff to make better stuff. Specifically the anvil to start crafting better items and equipment. I'm gonna put that away, put that away, put that away, all this away. More food, store it in there. We got crafting. I think I'll hold on. No, actually, I'll hold on to that. I'll put it right up here in the corner. How much I got? Make a few more of these actually. Oh, I can only make a couple. Oh, I made a bunch. Never mind. I think we have enough torches now. Speed potion. I think I'll put that away. I don't need that just yet. I think I can make maps with this. Yeah, no, I think you combine these. Let's see. I think you have to do it at a crafting table. Let me read the chat again here. Let's see. Ever heard of the film V for Vendetta? Yes, I have actually. I haven't watched it in its entirety, but I have heard about it, and I know that's where the whole Vendetta mask thing came from. Okay, I believe... Where do I go to make this? Oh, crafting rest. Duh. Let me open up the crafting thing here and look what I... Or let me remind myself what on earth I do with this. Open the book up. Open the book. Okay, there we go. And let's see here. Oh, there we go. Local village map, local dungeon map, local pirate map. Ooh, pirate ships and pirate treasure. Okay, let's go with the dungeon map. Where do I craft this? Let's see here. Made into... Oh, I see. Made into... Okay, I need a better... Okay, I can't use those until I get a demonic workstation. That's fair. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Yes, I have. If you search for the map... Yeah. No, definitely, I have. What do you like about V for Vendetta? Go ahead and tell me all about it. Let's see, Metin. Look, there was a time where I did cartoon characters like there... Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Totally, Metin. Without a doubt. Everyone's tastes change throughout life. Nothing is... set in stone. You could be interested in one thing one year and then not care for it the next. That's kind of how things work. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick and then hop down into that. Out of the bed, please. Thank you. I don't like rainstorms. Well, I like the rain, but I like being inside in a warm and cozy place when the rain is coming down. That's what I like. Okay. Let's wait till the next morning. I think the rain just stopped. That's great. The rain had just stopped. You had dreams where a cartoon, they would oh my gosh, that's awkward. That's definitely awkward. I can see how that would be awkward, Matt, and I agree with you there. That is quite odd for sure. All right, we are prepped. We have no armor on, that's okay. We got these dash boots, which I think I can use by possibly pressing, let's see here. Spacebar to dash. Oh, good, it just lets me run. Okay, into the mine we go. We have torches, we have everything. Oh, I should probably dump off my gold too, just to be safe. Put that bad boy on there. Also, it should be noted, I'm going to be playing this heavily off of stream too, just to make more progress substantially. And then when I go to each new stream for these, I'm going to basically give you the rundown on what I've done since the last stream. Let's see here. Yeah, we all have weird dreams, that's for sure. Let's see here. Dan said, well, simply how the human mind can't stand tyranny, how despite the many people adapting, there's someone who can't adapt, who just wants to blow up everything because human mind can't be caged. That's definitely fascinating. But yeah, no, Metin, we all do have strange dreams. I've had my fair share of strange dreams, so you're not alone there, Metin. Definitely strange dreams. I'm no stranger to them. I've had plenty of odd ones. Really, I have. Some like really outlandish, very, very odd, strange, weird dreams. So I agree with you there, Metin. We don't really have control of our dreams per se, but I suppose in a sense you could technically manipulate it by exposing yourself to something heavily, and then perhaps your mind would dream of it. I don't know. I don't even know if dream manipulation's actually possible. This was like, oh yeah, no, for sure. Again, we all have weird dreams, no matter what age you are, man. We all have strange dreams. It's just sort of part of being human. Yeah, no. Told you your dream Battlefield. Yeah, you had a dream about yeah, you were telling me about that. You were telling me about that. Sure. Okay, I like V for Vendetta. Yeah, last week you were. All right, Dan, your last one. The last one you said, the last one. The chat is going up. I would scroll down, but I want to keep going on the game. So go ahead and tell me about your last one, which I think you said was... Oh, let me scroll up here. Oh, wait, I can. Yeah, I'm in windowed mode. Let me scroll up here. Oh, what did you say here? Or did we get through them all? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's a games. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, there's so much in this chat. Go ahead and just start explaining the last one to me. I don't want to spend time scrolling and searching. I'd rather be playing the game while talking. So go ahead and tell me the last one and what you liked about it, and we can start talking about that too. And then from there, we can just go into open conversation. But going forward, I'm going to try my best to focus solely on the topics that the stream's intended for. I do appreciate the side conversations, but what my intent for these streams is to basically put topics in the stream title. For this one, it's favorite movies and video games. And I want to use as much stream time as I can to focus on the topic of the intention of the stream. Side conversations are okay, but mainly the topics intended and listed in the titles of the streams are what I really want to focus on as the main thing there. But I don't mind side conversations either, especially during moments when people are trying to come up with ideas. Let's see here. Third most liked film, Wall-E. Here's the thing. You liked how humans... Oh my gosh, stay away from me. Ay. What is that? Oh. What? Wait a minute. That was 3 goblins? Oh, they were on top of each other. They were on each other's shoulders. Didn't expect that. Let's see here. And while your third most liked film, Wall-E... Oh my gosh. Yo. Give me some peace while I chat here. Okay, I should probably take care of these dudes first before I get talking. There we go. I think we're safe now. Hopefully. Okay, I think we're good. I think there's a dungeon in there, actually. Let me... Yeah, there's definitely a dungeon or something. I can see one right there. Anyways, your third most liked film was Wall-E. Here, the thing I like was how human actions have consequences on our planet, pollution and destruction, and how escaping from our problems isn't the solution. That makes a lot of sense. I agree with you there. That actually makes a substantial amount of sense. What are your thoughts on that, Metin? What do you think of his opinion there? And in terms of, have you seen the Disney movie Wall-E, Metin? I mean, I hope you have. It's actually really good. It's a rather old Disney film that came out a while back, but it is a really good Disney film regardless. I do recommend you go and watch it. It's quite fun to watch. The characters are iconic. Maybe you've seen it. Okay. Well, I'd suggest looking it up in your free time and giving it a watch, because it is a really fun movie, and it did do really well in the box office. I liked it a lot. Yeah. It's a Pixar. Oh, it's Pixar. I get the two confused. Pixar and Disney. They both make animated shows and movies. You did watch Lion King and other... Lion King's good. Lion King's actually... Well, let's just say Lion King's super emotional at times. Like, genuinely... Lion King is sad, bro. I know they actually made a live-action adaptation, too, at one point. I'm not sure how well it did, but I just know in general, the original animated Lion King movies are super sad and about betrayal and brothers. And betraying your brothers. If I remember correctly, I think that was the dynamic between Simba and Scar. Something like that. Yes, that's the one. Long live the king. That's the iconic line before he lets him fall. Very sad. Very sad. Like, genuinely, it's upsetting. That, like, if you look at the deeper meanings of the Lion King, you really see just how emotional the meanings behind them are. It really is there's a lot of deeper hidden meaning behind what goes on in that movie. Let's see. They did a spinoff of Kale Lion Guard. Oh, yeah, they did actually. I did hear about that. They made a Lion Guard series about a younger lion. I think they're called cubs or something. Yeah, Kale the Lion Guard. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had a friend who watched that in the past, too. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is a spinoff series about it. And it is also fully animated. What were my favorite games? Okay, I think I listed them. Let me see if I can remember them. My memory is not terrible. Let me give it a shot. I think my first one was Garry's Mod. My second one was Doom, and my third one was the Elder Scrolls games, Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion. Those are my 3 favorite video games. Would you like to know about why? I could always go over it again. I know you weren't here when I was getting into that with Metin, but I can definitely go over it again if you'd like. Otherwise, you can also look at the VOD and read it there, but otherwise I can also go into it again. I wouldn't mind. I like talking about my interests in video games in general. Doom, why? Okay. My first Doom game... Yeah, Keon, you think son of... Oh, he's son of Simba. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, okay. So Doom, why? So my first Doom game was Doom 2016. I think my voice just cracked there. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Anyways, my first Doom game, like official AAA Doom game, was Doom 2016. And of course, I was 16 years old at the time. When I played it, boy, did I love it. And during this time, there are some important things to remember. Firstly, Halo as a series was never on PC. It never was. It was never on PC. It wasn't a computer game. It was a console exclusive for the very longest time. Eventually, Microsoft made the decision to put those games on the computer, but for a long time you couldn't. You had to have a console to play Halo. But yeah, and because definitely. And because of that, there was an aspect of Doom 2016 that I basically akined and compared to Halo. And that was Doom 2016's multiplayer casual modes like deathmatch, team deathmatch, oddball, stuff like that. Very, very reminiscent of Halo in the sense that essentially they had all the classic modes of most online PvP games. Like I said, oh my gosh, I should probably sip some water. My voice is okay, 1 second here. Let me take some water. I have some right here next to me. Give me one moment. Oh my goodness. I should have that water. I should have that water closer by. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Xbox cost. Yeah, it did. It did. But as I was saying, they had the basic game modes: deathmatch, team deathmatch, King of the Hill, stuff like that. And what reminded me of Halo was the armor customization and the ability to change the color of your armor and the way it looked. And you could mix and match. That's what I liked the most. And at the time when I was doing that, I would only think of Halo. And I would constantly say, like, this is as good as it gets in terms of Halo on computer. It's not Halo, but it felt hella like Halo. It really did. I have a lot of memories of Doom 2016. I played the hell out of the online multiplayer. Like, good lord, I had so much fun with it. There was so many armor customization options too, like a bunch. You could really make your character look epic. You could make them look super shiny and reflective, or super dark and mysterious, or demonic. Actually, at one point they added demon cosmetics as well. But that's why I like Doom 2016, Dan, and Doom as a whole. That was actually my official introduction to the entire Doom series, because before that I had never actually played the original Doom games. I never really paid attention to them. I only really started learning more about Doom as a series when I played Doom 2016. Let's hear. Also, first game that made you cry. It doesn't have to be your favorite, just the first game that ever made you cry while playing. Okay, let me take another sip of water here so my voice doesn't... So I don't lose my voice. Give me one moment here. Oh my goodness. I'm doing a lot of talking on this live stream. 1 second. Quite a lot of talking. Okay. First game that made me cry. Let's see here. Let's see. For me, actually, no, I don't think any games, actually. I don't think there's any games that made me cry. Maybe made me empathize heavily, but physically cry, no. I'm sorry. I haven't cried physically over video game characters ever in my life. I don't know why. Yeah, it is, yeah. I've never physically cried over video game characters. I empathize with them heavily at times, yes. But physically cry and become emotional, no. But that's different with movies. At least I think so. I don't really have a lot of memories relating to getting super emotional during movies. I'd have to do some deep thinking there as to what it could be, for sure. Because I never really got super emotional for those sort of things. I just like the content. I'm not really super invested to the point where I get emotional when something happens to a character. Although I can deeply empathize with the characters in the series and why they are emotional. If anything, that's what I feel. Personally, I don't cry, but I feel why they would cry. Okay, these zombies don't stand a chance. Face my wooden sword! Okay. Essentially, right now, I've just been lighting up the whole dungeon. We got... What is this? What is that? Oh, you can also place markers. What is that? Did it tell me what it was? I have no idea what that is. I probably have to get closer for to highlight. It looks like some sort of gem. Let's do what we came down here for. Collecting iron. This whole time I've been talking and putting down torches when I should honestly be looking for iron. Uh-oh. Another loot goblin. Stay away from me! That dude's got a piece of gold on him. I'll take it from him if I can catch up to him. I don't have any ranged weapons currently. Okay. Let's grab this. I think this is either iron or gold. No, that's gold. Okay, that's good too. That's good too. We can make gold bars with that. Excelente. Ouch. Ow! Stay away. Ranged archer. Okay, let's... How many of you are there? Good lord. think that's all of them. Hopefully that, you know what? Actually, I think I have... No, I don't. Okay. I want to make, I think there's crafting. Let me put this in there. I think I need a bench though for that. I just want to make walls. I want to make walls to seal off that section. I need to make some of those for later because there's clearly a bunch of them. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to quickly place down some torches because they're probably just respawning actually. Okay. They shouldn't spawn nearby now that there's torches down. Let me take care of this dude. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Now that I think about it, isn't perhaps that sometimes during gaming you get distracted because of your condition making you not 100% invested in the game, thus not making you cry? Maybe. I have no idea. I really have no idea. Metin, if you're still here, you got anything else you'd like to talk about? We've been conversating about, with Dan about certain things for a bit now. Go ahead and what do you want? Let's elaborate more on your conversations if you've been having any of them, Metin. Go ahead and tell me anything else you like, man. I want to equally share the opportunity to discuss people. Like, I want to give everyone the chance to discuss what they like with me in detail as much as they'd like. And I don't want to spend too much time focusing on one person's conversation. I want to be equal here and give each person a chance to talk about whatever they'd like and for me to give them my thoughts and opinions. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Stay away. Yeah, you go that way. There we go. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, I'm going to put torches down here real quick. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's also mine carts and stuff. I gotta look for iron. That's what I want. Copper's okay, but no, iron's a lot better. Copper's kind of useless. Once you have iron, you don't need copper. Well, I think you can use copper for other things like furniture, but iron's always better all the time. Wow, there's a lot of these dudes down here. Good thing weapons don't have durability. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing, actually. Because if they had durability, I would have to make multiple. Because in Minecraft, they got durability. Okay. Oh, stay away from me. There we go. Well, since we talked much about Fiona and Cake, rate it 1 to 10. Say the reason. Okay, 1 to 10. The Fiona and Cake series, season 1 and 2 together so far. I'd have to say 8. I would have to say 8. I would give it a 10, but it's mainly because the show itself is rated TVY 14. I'm not a teenager anymore. I haven't been a teenager in a long time. It doesn't mean I don't like the show, but the topics are not nearly as oriented to someone my age as they would be for a teenager, that is. But I can still easily empathize with the characters and understand the gravity of the situations. In fact, the reason I liked Fiona and Cake personally is the change of focus. Let's see, Hermetin has something. Well, you wish that someone one day make crossover. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, crossover animation, that would be awesome. But anyways, the change of focus. So let's take Adventure Time here. What started the whole franchise, Adventure Time. Finn the human, I believe he's also a teenager, but a young one. He's not a full adult. I don't think he's 18 yet either. I think he's actually younger than that. And Jake the dog, well, he doesn't matter because he's actually a magical dog, and I think he lives quite a long time. I do think he dies eventually, though, but I think he does have an extended life period, maybe, because he's magic. I have no idea. But I like the change of theme. So Adventure Time is, I think, like TV PG or something. It was made for people who watch Cartoon Network. For people, and that's usually like the age groups between like, I'd say like 8 or like 17. I'm not quite sure of the numbers. But the characters, yeah, he was 12. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. So Finn is 12. Finn is 12 years old. Jake doesn't matter. He's a magical dog. He's aside the point. Moving over to Fiona and Cake. Fiona and Cake takes a different approach to the series. Fiona is now, or is, I believe, 18 years old, or maybe early 20s. If I remember, she's an adult. She's an adult. Compared to Finn, who is a kid, Fiona's an adult dealing with adult problems. She lives in an apartment, pays rent, has friends, has a job, struggles with relationships and finding love, adult stuff. And that's why I like it. It's the topics are a lot more heavily oriented to older people than they would be to someone who's much younger. It is TVY 14, so it is oriented to teenagers still. But the topics compared to Adventure Time are substantially different in gravity. Like, Finn does not live in an apartment or pay rent. He lives in a magical treehouse. Finn does not have these well, actually, he does have relationship issues, but that's a whole different story. Finn doesn't have a job. He does not get paid. He does adventuring. He just collects stuff. He's not necessarily like that. But Fiona, she has an apartment. She needs to pay rent. She needs to get groceries, food. She has to manage relationships between her friends and her jobs, and all that. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Not entirely in agree. Okay, let me read up this chat here. Let's see what we got here. Let me just get to safety. I think I'm safe right now. Okay. All right, let's see here. Not in entirely agreement with you. Every film has themes, and the themes are universal, even if they can be oriented for a certain age. The way they let's see. Oh my gosh, it's not safe. Okay, let's see. Even let's see. Even oh my gosh. Let's see. Every film, even if they can be oriented for a certain age, everyone can see what they want. Yeah, actually, yes, you're correct there. You are correct there. Thank you very much for that input, Dan. And then Metin said, well, I see in Fiona and Cake end credits where like you see Cartoon Network Studios, like they not put that on Cartoon Network. Well, they didn't put it on Cartoon Network specifically because of the themes and topics they discuss. It was specifically always intended to be a streaming only show because, and I've said this before, streaming platforms have significantly more laid back and relaxed regulations on the content that they can publish. Cable providers, TV networks, they're basically governed by the FCC. The FCC tells them what they can and can't show on cable television, which is substantially different from an internet-based company whose shows are entirely based on the World Wide Web and available through the World Wide Web, which is nothing like cable television. Yeah, let's see here. Dan said that's why cartoons can be watched by... Yeah, actually, yeah. Without a doubt, Dan, of course, you're totally right. Also, Fiona and Cake has different story from it. Yes, it does. It does. Daniel, oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. No, I agree with everyone's statements here. You all are making some really good points. Dan especially. Dan's definitely correct that anyone of any age can watch any cartoon. And those that say you shouldn't, they're just prudes. They're just being mean. They don't know. You should be able to watch any cartoon you want at any age. Seriously. And I know there are people who will probably give you shit for watching something that is obviously not geared towards your age. To them, I have to say, mind your own business and let this person do what they want. Definitely. Let's see here. But Way, it says Cartoon Network Studios. But then Way is... why is say Cartoon Network... Oh, because they're the ones who they're the ones who own the whole series franchise, Adventure Time, all of that. And the person who made Adventure Time, I think, also worked alongside to make Fiona and Cake. But they own the rights to that entire series, both Fiona and... Well, actually, maybe HBO does. I have no idea. But they are the owner. They own the rights to, I think, the art style and the whole Adventure Time internet intellectual property. That's why it says Cartoon Network Studios. They helped create these shows and the whole Adventure Time series. Without Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake would never have existed, Metin. They're essentially the ones that sparked the flame that made Adventure Time and then Fiona and Cake later on. Oh my gosh, leave me alone, zombie. People that judge without... Yeah, definitely. Well, then maybe they remove... Let's see, maybe they remove some... Actually, yeah, but that could also impact the story overall. That could impact the story, because there's certain scenes that can be essential to the storyline. Actually, yes. There is a show that has essentially been scrubbed from most streaming platforms from quite a while ago called Infinity Train. Originally, it was airing on Cartoon Network. I think season 1 and then maybe like half of season 2, it was on Cartoon Network. You could watch it on Cartoon Network on the cable television. But eventually, it got picked up by online internet streaming platforms and became exclusively produced on internet websites like Netflix and stuff like that. And they finished the entire series through HBO Max, and the newer seasons were not aired on television. The reason for that being, they took a more dark route, a route you would not expect any sort of Cartoon Network show to ever do. There's one specific scene in the Infinity Train series, I believe it's either the 3rd season or the 4th final season. That one scene alone was reason enough for Cartoon Network to not allow it to show on their platform. Let's see here. Let's see. Look, you would like to be the show. Yeah. Teleport show. But yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it, Metin? That would be really fun to visit them. Okay. I need iron. getting so invested in these conversations. There's some right here. Awesome. I just want to leave with enough ore. Actually, I think it shows up on the map too. So let me quickly get rid of the zombie and look on the map real quick. I think we might have passed a bunch of iron, honestly. Let's see here. Rock, copper ore, rock, copper ore. I believe it shows up as a different color. Cobwebs. Okay, lanterns, rock, gold ore. Oh, okay. I guess I'll have to keep searching. I want to get, like, let's see. How much iron do we have currently? Let's see here. Where is it in my inventory? We have 30. I want 50. I want 50 and then we can go. He didn't take my stuff, but he has stuff. He's hiding under that rock over there. Hello. Stone caveling. Oh, he's called a caveling. You never saw it because Infinity Train didn't reach Italy as much for the fact that HBO Max... I can hook you up, Daniel. I can hook you up. Recently, I looked into the series and why you can't watch it anymore. And I came across a peculiar link. Someone had actually archived all 4 seasons and they are publicly available to watch through their archive link. I'm not going to share it. But I came across that and these are entire full-length HD episodes of Infinity Train. I was like, holy cow, this is a gold mine. Because you can't watch that currently on any... I think you can still buy it on YouTube, but you have to pay money. But they literally made an archive of the entire series. It's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Okay, what scene can't build up any... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll let you see it for yourself. I'll give you more information on where you can watch it, Dan. But it isn't... It's very much non-existent on quite a few streaming platforms, unless I think you pay money to YouTube to watch it on their platform. HBO Max has a lot. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. Bro, nah. You're gonna love the series. You're gonna love the series, Dan. I personally, it has representation. It has drama. It has about as TV PG-13 as you can get without going into R-rated territory. Actually, it's probably the most intense TV PG kids show I've ever watched. In terms of that one scene alone is actually why they didn't put it on Cartoon Network. Because I actually looked up why they didn't. It was that scene, and that scene alone was the reason. Was there? I just stepped on a pressure plate. I just stepped on a goddamn pressure plate with all my stuff. Okay, we got to do some walking. Lovely stuff. Lovely. Okay. You never... Oh, no. I'll send it to you as well. Actually, Metin, if you join my Discord, I can totally send it to you as well. I can. But I'm not gonna publicly publish it. I actually don't... I stumbled across this. I didn't know this existed until recently when I was looking into the series and why it wasn't available to watch in most places. So this is not mine. This is someone else's archive. I don't condone piracy or any of that. But I stumbled across this archive, and the only reason I'm talking about it is because now there's very little places you can watch it without paying a certain amount of money just to gain access temporarily. Oh gosh, I need to sip more water. My voice! Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh no, yeah, definitely. Matin, you should definitely, I can definitely, if you stop by my Discord temporarily, I can totally point you in the direction of it, because I came across this archive and I was appalled that it's a complete archive of the entire series, and I was actually excited. I was excited. I really was, because it's hard to find that show anywhere. They worked hard to scrub it off of streaming platforms altogether, which sucks. Can it be, I'm not gonna answer that, only because, like I said, I don't condone piracy. I don't condone piracy. In fact, I don't want to encourage pirating anything. So I can't answer that. I can only tell you that the archive exists. But I do not condone piracy or downloading content that you're not supposed to when normally you're supposed to pay for it. As for just viewing it on the internet, that's different. But the moment you download it, that's piracy. So I can't tell you. I can't. I don't condone piracy, but I'm not against someone freely viewing something on the internet. But the moment you download it, you lost me. I don't condone piracy, but I'm not against viewing something on the internet. I think they're two different things, honestly. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm wrong. This is just my personal opinion. Okay, we done a lot in that mine. How much iron we got? Oh, we got here 33. We have like none, but that's okay. We should be able to make the anvil at least. We can make the anvil at least. That's what we want. Let's see here. You have to imagine your crossover Deadpool. Yeah, that would be really fun, actually. A crossover between those two would be pretty kick-ass, not gonna lie. You're definitely... Oh, I have plenty of... Okay. 2 ores smelting. Excellent. I think we also have like a shitload of copper, too. That's what this other furnace is for, obviously. But I don't think we can use it until we put two smeltable items in it, unfortunately. I think I have my wood in here. No, I don't. So I'm gonna quickly chop down some wood to power the other furnace, and I don't think I can smelt the other thing without actually, like, putting 2 items in there at the same time. Let's see here. Oh, that's cool. Which you have. Yeah, that's awesome. Bro, I love coming up with fan fiction scenarios and crossover. It definitely is an enjoyable thing. Let's see here. One day, you'll send your art, and I wouldn't mind. I love seeing viewer artwork. Well, the concept of piracy, the moments... let's see here. The concept of piracy... The moments the greedy multinationals made such a good story get scrubbed away, falls for you. You don't want to give more money to the same people that scrubbed it. That's logical. I can understand your reasoning there. I can. And my counterpoint there is, yes, that is true, but at the same time, piracy is still piracy. It don't matter how you look at it. There's laws against piracy in a lot of places in this world. Sometimes those laws can be very loose, and sometimes they can be extremely strict and extremely punishable too. Yeah, no, that's totally, we all entitled to it. Yeah, for sure. Do I know that? Yes, I do. Let's not talk about the Pirate Bay. No, I don't want to get too in detail of where you can find these things. Genuinely, I don't. Because again, I don't condone it, but I do know that website, yes. But let's not go into detail about it. Anyone who's watching, go ahead and look it up for yourself, but I'm not going to talk about it personally. Because again, I don't want to start spreading information on where you can find these things too heavily, because that's literally just me reinforcing the idea. So, but yes, I do. To answer your question, yes, I do. Oh yeah, no, Metin, I actually, yes, you're right, Metin. With a site like that, you have to know what you're doing. You do. You actually do. I actually, I have experience with that website. I was a teenager, middle school. Didn't have money, didn't have a job, so yeah, I'm guilty of that as a teenager, admittedly. But I also know how to do it safely. I do. There are certain things you really want to pay attention to when you are doing stuff like that to ensure the highest level of safety on your end. There's always a risk, regardless. There's always a risk. But there are ways to mitigate the risks heavily. Yeah, it does have a lot of things. One thing, an archive, yeah, actually, yes, there's a difference. Yes, you're right. There's a difference between an archive website and, yes, actually, you're correct there. Okay. I'm gonna smell my copper over here and put in this one. Smell me my copper! Okay, there we go. I'm gonna make that anvil. I'm gonna make that anvil now. That's what I wanted, bro. I've been dying for this anvil. That's what we worked for. This is where I can make my armor now. I'm gonna put it right there. Easy to see. Now we can make tools. Let's see here. Gold pickaxe does 95 tool damage and goes at an attack speed of 2. Compared to the iron pick, which does... Oh, wait. Gold is better than iron in this game? I'm sorry? Since when is gold better than iron, aside from electronic applications? Wow, okay. I was under the assumption it was better. Okay, so apparently the gold pickaxe is better than the iron pickaxe. That doesn't make sense to me. And I'm saying that because I literally played shitloads of Minecraft in my younger years, and I know for a fact that in Minecraft, gold is the worst, iron is better, diamond is better, hell, maybe even copper, but gold sucks. The general consensus is that iron is always better than gold. Yeah. Do I know a certain site called... Yeah, I know plenty of antivirus sites. Yeah, I do. Jay Chase Films is a good channel. He made SpongeBob in real life movies on YouTube. Watch, you'll see it. Well, that sounds cool. I always love parody YouTubers. I know quite... Actually, when Minecraft was first becoming extremely popular, there was a big explosion of Minecraft in real life YouTube videos. Essentially, when the game first started coming out and becoming super popular and mainstream, people were making parody YouTube videos picturing what real life Minecraft could be like. There's some really good ones out there. There's some really funny good ones out there. I've seen plenty of them. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I do know when Minecraft was first becoming a thing, the idea of Minecraft in real life was a gigantic topic in the entire fan base around Minecraft in general. Like, so much so people would just constantly make ideas of what it could possibly look like. And I mean, I guess up until recently, there wasn't any Minecraft movie, no Minecraft TV show, and it was up to the fans to make theories. But now, obviously, we have the Minecraft movie with Jack Black. And it only took 25 years. It only took 25 years to make a Minecraft movie. Like, literally. There was no Minecraft movie or show or anything. And now there is. And I'm old. Couldn't they have made that when I was younger? Like, was it that hard to finally say, hey, we can make money from this? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. J Chase Films, Adventure Time in Real Life. That sounds cool. I always like these in real life parody YouTube videos. They're super fun to watch sometimes. It all depends on what it's trying to show in real life. Can I, you know, I'm actually going to trash a few of these things. I think I can smelt down broken tools. Oh, melted down. Oh yeah, actually I can. Let me see if I can do that right now. I probably can't do much. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't. Oh, well, how much does it give me if I smelt down a broken tool? I think I have just the one, but let's take a look here. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to trash a few things now. I could sell them too, but actually, you know what I'm going to do instead is trash them. Shine bell. Oh, that's useful. That'll help me in the mines. Okay. It's called a fragile shine belt. Lights up the area around you. Let's see. Worst game you ever played, like the one you really hated, and if not hated, just disliked. He would be a god. Yeah. God director. Yeah. Yeah. I will definitely Google that for sure. Okay. Worst game I ever played. It's called StarMade. It's called StarMade. This was an early access game around the time I was 16 or 17. And it was essentially, their idea is they promised a expansive, open world, randomly generated planet with futuristic mining, crafting, weapons, armor, ships, vehicles, everything. As well as being able to go all the way up into the sky and go onto different planets. As well as drop down from space to go onto the planets. Well, I bought that game and I played it a bit. Wasn't too fun at the time. Fast forward a year or two later, the company gives up, stops making it, and essentially jumps ship. Let me give you, I think the screen will go black momentarily. I think it's called StarMade. It might be either, I think it's, no, actually no. Let's see, look up StarMade and then look up, I think it's actually Starforge. No, I think it's called look up Starforge first. I believe it's called Starforge. It's a failed indie game that people were hopeful would be awesome, but the devs eventually completely abandoned it, gave up, closed the studio, and ran the way with the money. No, it was terrible, bro. A lot of people liked the concept and idea and what they had so far, and well, eventually they just gave up entirely and stopped making the game altogether. You can imagine the people who bought the game felt like they had been tricked and scammed. Yes, they have every right to feel that way. I would too. Like, genuinely. You spend $20 on an early access game hoping that eventually a 1.0 comes out. The 1.0 never did come out, and the game essentially disappeared and faded from existence, and a lot of people lost money. A lot of people lost money. It's no longer for sale on any platforms. It's been completely delisted from Steam and everywhere else. It does not exist. It's gone. But I have it in my Steam library still. I can play it, or at least what they left. Because I still have it in my library, but it's unfinished as hell and sucks. But it's there, and I can technically still play it, but it sucks. It really sucks. Actually, my thoughts on that, actually, Dan. About buying early access games. Yes and no. Yes and no. You have to do your research. You have to do your research. Look at the history behind the developers and the company behind the games. For instance here, I am going to be buying the third Subnautica game. Or no, I think it's second Subnautica game, because they made a spin-off called Subnautica Below Zero, but they're making a second Subnautica. Although recently I've heard a lot of bad things about what's going on with its development. But regardless, aside from that, I'm going to buy it because Subnautica as a series has had a really good track record so far. They made successful Subnautica, which was early access, and made it to a full release and blew people away. People loved it. Then they made the spin-off Below Zero. I believe Subnautica Below Zero also did significantly well. I'd have to check. I don't know much. I haven't played it at all, really. And now they're making Subnautica 2, apparently. But I've heard a lot of controversy surrounding its development so far, so I'm quite worried with it. Because I would love a Subnautica 2, genuinely. But at the same time, I'm hearing a lot of poor things about it. Let's see here. I can't see a reason to buy an unfinished game with so much variables that could change. Well, here's the thing, Dan. Like I said, doing your research is extremely important and weighing the pros and the cons. Would you be more likely to purchase a game, early access, if the company or studio behind that game had released 3 successfully, overwhelmingly positive games before the new early access one? Or would you buy an early access game that is the first game from a brand new studio? Which one are you more likely to give money to? The brand new studio for their early access promise in game? Or the studio that's releasing a 4th game that's early access that already has 3 successful games under their belt already? That's what I'm getting at here. You really have to do your research and weigh just how trustworthy you believe the company can be, essentially indefinitely going forward. That's my opinion on that sort of thing, honestly. Let's see here. You'd be shocking how well it's made. I'm sure it's made well. It probably has really good CG in it. I know a lot of those. There's actually a YouTube, I think they're now an entire company now. They're called Rocket Jump Films. They make live action stuff. And then there's another one called Corridor Digital. Corridor Digital is probably one of the top most popular live action CGI parody YouTube accounts right now. They've made a bunch and their CGI work is incredible. Look them up. They are called Corridor Digital. They have a bunch of fun, really, really fun videos. Really, I love their content. It's so fun. It really is. I watched a lot of their earlier content when I was younger. But yeah, there are certain channels that make live actions really awesome. Let's see here. Dan says, okay, let's see. To no one, I want... Oh, okay, gotcha. You want the games to be finished completely and rated. That's the safest way to buy, not get disappointed if it means waiting 10 years. That's fair. That's a fair. Everyone has their own way of going about spending money, I suppose. So really, everyone has their own independent ways of making financial decisions. So that's fair. That's valid and fair, and you're entitled to your opinion. We all are. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. It's their opinion. What can I sell here? Cave, watergrass. Okay. What else we got here? Ooh, a vinyl. Wait. From the Necesse OS. Oh, it's an OST vinyl. I can put that in a music box. Just like Minecraft. Okay, let's see. I'm going to end at the 2-hour mark here. We got like 8 minutes left. I'm going to sell the dynamite. Dynamite's useful for covering and opening up big sections of the cave areas quickly. Not only that, but when it blows up, all of the stuff it blows up, like minerals, rocks, materials, that drops to the ground and is not destroyed. That's what I like about it. You can use a bunch of these to just dig your way through huge sections of the mine quickly. It's awesome. You know that. You want to know what you consider a pro that makes you buy an early access. Like me, my opinion as a pro, or a pro... What do you mean? I know that. You want to know what you consider a pro that makes you buy early access. Well, it's what I just said. For me, buying an early access game comes with certain possible benefits, actually, especially if that early access game ends up coming to full fruition. Those benefits being possible early supporter cosmetics, content, or digital goodies that they give to early supporters of whatever it is that you want to buy. I've done that on several occasions and gotten plenty of goodies out of it, actually. There's this old Flash game called Dino Run. They're working on the second one, Dino Run 2. I bought into their GoFundMe campaign a long time ago to help kickstart the development process. They're still making it. Development has not stopped. The studio still exists, and they're on track to get the game complete. I like that. I really like that. But not only that, they're giving people who purchase the game in the very beginning, they're going to give them special rewards as a result. So that's the benefit to certain early access games. It depends on who's making it, but sometimes they'll give early access purchasers like unique cosmetics or items or goodies that no one else can have unless they bought during the early access period. Let's see. There is a lot of there's a lot of Stickman games actually. My top favorite Stickman games: Henry Stickman, Shift Heads, and I can't remember. I like Henry Stickman, and I like Shift Heads. Shift Heads is, I think, a game about assassination and sniping, I believe. But yeah, no, that's definitely true, Metin. There is a huge popularity of Stickman games because they're literally the easiest kind of game to make, Metin. Genuinely, it's just a stick person. It's not that complicated to make a stick person. Yeah, magical Zephyr Charm, increased. Oh wait, stamina by 50. Oh, I'll put that on. That looks. Yay! What else we got here? Vinyl. Have the wooden axe. I'm probably gonna make an iron axe later. What else we got? I'm gonna keep the potions actually. Keep the scroll 2 for recalling. You can use these to escape in a pinch from anywhere above ground and in the mines. What else we got here? I'm gonna sell that. Actually, no, I can melt those down. I'll keep that. What else we got here? Rapid potions. You can have the. Actually, I could use the stone later. All right. Thank you. All right, so let's make. I don't think. Did I pull it out of there? Yeah, I did. I probably used up all my iron actually. So in that case, I'm probably gonna have to make copper weapons. Honestly. Okay, yeah. That looks like what we're gonna have to do. Do a Henry Stickman stream. Yeah, that would be neat, wouldn't it? I'll definitely consider it. Let's see. Weirdest game ever played. For me, the weirdest game ever played was probably oh, what was it? What was it? It's a very strange game that utilizes AI to basically tell a story. What's it called? What's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but it's if I think of it, I'll drop it in the Discord or mention it in the next live stream. But I played it. It's kind of a sketchy game because getting it from the website it's available on is in itself very sus looking. I think it's called something obscura. Something obscura. Something obscura. But essentially the premise was you're a friend going over to another friend's house, a friend and his wife's house, because they invited you over for drinks and to catch up and talk. And the real seller point behind that game was that both the NPC, both those characters, the wife and the husband, they are run entirely by a AI algorithm that responds depending on what you type. Similar to a chatbot. It's essentially a chatbot, an early version of an AI chatbot. But what I liked about it was depending on what you said was the outcome of the experience. And you could say some really yeah, Facade, that's what it is. It's called Facade, yes. That's probably the most obscure game I've ever touched. I haven't played it since, but it was very, very strange. Very strange. I have a lot of memories of just how odd it was playing that game. Like it was a very strange experience overall. Really, it was. It really was. Put some of this stuff away. Ninja Star. I could sell those later. I'll put those away. Fire arrow. I could make honestly, I have fire arrows here. I could make a bow. I don't really care for range though, but it could be helpful later. Oh, wait, do I have any more copper? I could technically, let me smelt these iron. I have these broken iron tools. Let me smelt that real fast. I don't think I have, do I have any more copper to smelt? No, I don't. Yeah, I need 10 pieces of copper. I want to make that copper bow, and then I'll use the flame arrows with it. So in that case, I'll put those away for now. I'm going to store my copper. The potions I'm going to keep on me for the dungeon runs. I'm going to store the money. The stone. What have we got here? Rapid potion. Projectile velocity. I'll store that away. Let's see here. The dude hated melons, and you enjoyed destroying their relationship by... Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Dude, it was quite fun to have the weirdest conversations. Okay, I'm gonna put that away. I think I made a better sword. Yeah, I did. Okay, we got 2 more minutes. So with that being said, why don't we go into the dungeon one more time and see if we can recover any more iron before we end today's lovely and very enjoyable live stream. So I'm gonna quickly hit the hay here, just so I come up in the morning, rested and ready to fight. Yo, this has actually been very relaxing for me, like generally, because most of the time when I'm live streaming, I'm focused heavily on a storyline or objectives or characters or stuff like that. This game's literally just Minecraft. It's literally just 2D Minecraft. There's no objective. There's no storyline. There's nothing. If anything, it's like Terraria. It's just an open world sandbox where you can do and be and just do whatever the hell you want. It's literally just Minecraft, but 2D. And it's also similar to, yo, there was bread in here? You've been hiding bread from me this whole time? Bro's been holding out on me. He had 10 loaves of bread. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, Grandpa. You should have told me you had food. I was starving. I actually starved to death twice. You did not tell me there was food in there, specifically 10 loaves of bread I could have eaten and not died. Okay, down we go. Let's see here. Well, you never saw Fiona and... Oh, you guys are... My bad. You guys are having conversations. By all means, go ahead. I'm going to quickly look for iron here and maybe rest my voice in the same time. I'm going to drink some water here. Oh my goodness. A lot of talking on this stream, that's for sure. I think this is where I died. Yeah, it is. Okay, let me see. I think I picked up my stuff already. I have a clear inventory. I have a copper weapon, sword. I have plenty of torches, an iron pick that does not break, and a lot of food. So we should be okay. I'm going to start searching some of the more... I want to end this with at least maybe 50 iron. Oh, and I'm going to make sure that I don't step on pressure plates ever again. Genuinely, I do not like pressure plates. It's annoying when you die just so suddenly because you forgot to check for a pressure plate trap. Oh, that's what that is. Let's see here. Cat Kowal. Oh, hey, what's up, Kowalski? Or wait, Cow. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm trying to pronounce your name correctly here. I think that says Cat Kaluski. Cat Kaluski. Cat Kaluski. What's up? Welcome. You're catching the tail end of our live stream. But essentially, let me give you a synopsis of what this stream series is going to be about. So, Chillcatz Talks live streams, I'm going to be casually playing a game similar to Minecraft called Necesse. And each live stream scheduled will have a different topic focus in the title. This first one is favorite movies and video games. And I'd say about 80 to 90% of the time, that's what we've been discussing is movies and video games specifically. And every single one afterwards will also be a completely different topic. And they'll just be different topics every time to give us something to really go into detail about. But we're also just here to chill and, you know, get to know each other better, get to know my audience better, have a good time, relax. This game's super relaxing. It really is. It's literally just Minecraft, but 2D, and that's what I love about it. Although you could say the same thing about Terraria. Also, oh, it's Sapphire. I was wondering what those were. I think I had to be closer. Okay, that's Sapphire. All right, fellas. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Come on over here. Come on over here. I'm gonna train you up like in like Warcraft or something. It's called a train when you get them all lined up like this. So you can take them all out quickly. They also do that in the original Call of Duty World at War Zombies. They called it training. When you got all the zombies to line up and you took them all out one by one in a straight line. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we chilling. We chilling. All right. Yeah, you totally... What? You totally don't know. What are you talking about, Dan? Oh my gosh. Put a torch down here. There's a bat. Oh, that's not good. Bat poison. Bat poison. Bat poison. Oh, that's not a bat. That is a vampire bat. Literally, it turned into Dracula. What'd he drop? Oh, that's just his body. Okay. Yes, I do. Of course I do. My favorite song. My favorite song is... That's a tough one, actually. I have a lot of favorite songs. I actually put out a poll a while back in regards to I asked people if they'd like me to basically make a playlist on my YouTube playlist tab that essentially incorporates all of my gym music and music I listen to for various activities. I'm going to make it. I've just been very busy with outside stuff unrelated to YouTube, but I will be making it. I'd love to share my musical playlist with everyone in my taste. Let's see here. Let's see here. My favorite song, though. Let's see. Come on. Quick opinion. Oh, my gosh. Favorite song. Off the top of my head, at least currently, my current favorite song that I've kind of... Let me open up my YouTube music app real quick, just so I can get you the right one. And let me scroll on over to my played on replay list. They basically AI scramble a bunch of custom playlists for you based on the music you listen to regularly. I don't know where it is, but okay, let me see. It says here, my quick picks. I would have to say my current favorite song that I'm kind of constantly listening to. Where is it? Speed dial. Oh, I have so much music I listen to. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I have way too much music. You'll have to give me a moment here because I have ridiculous amounts of music. But I can give you my favorite genre. I can give you my favorite genre. Favorite song is a little specific, but I can give you my favorite genre. My favorite musical genre is electric. I think it's called dubstep. I know what you're saying. Dubstep is dead. Ew, you like dubstep. I'm sorry. I grew up with dubstep. Firstly, when I was younger, I loved listening to techno music. And then one day, my older brother approached me and he told me to look up the genre dubstep. And I think this was when I was like 7 or 8 or something. It was a long time ago. But he's the one that first introduced me to the world of dubstep. If I had to describe dubstep, it's similar to techno, but it's completely different. Dubstep is heavily reliant on bass drops and stuff like that, whereas techno is a little more electronic. Oh, you're 20. Oh, okay. Okay, what's dubstep? What's dubstep? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. A good enjoyer. Oh my gosh, yeah. You say you're a 2015 kid. Okay. Are you asking what dubstep is? Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to give you a good definition here. I'm gonna Google it myself because I think it's up for interpretation here. Okay. According to my Google search, dubstep, let me take care of this zombie so I'm safe for talking. According to my Google search just now, dubstep is a genre of electronic dance music originating in the United Kingdom, characterized by sparse, syncopated drum patterns, heavy sub-bass, and a tempo of around 140 beats a minute. Its sound is often dark and moody, with a focus on the drop, which is the main part of dubstep songs. The drop, in which the bass line becomes more prominent after a major build-up to the crescendo. Over time, it's evolved into various subgenres, including aggressive bro step and a bunch of other stuff. But that's what dubstep is. Maybe give it a listen. Just look up dubstep on any music platform, even on YouTube. Give it a listen and you tell me what you think next time you stop on my next stream. But that's dubstep and why I like it. I think it's awesome. I really do. Do you have, do I have World at War on Steam? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do. I bought it to play it. Yeah. Your favorite band for songs is Hollywood Undead. I'll have to look up that. I like hearing about other people's musical interests. I discovered a smaller band called Mustard. I think it's called Mustard Service. One of my Discord members actually recommended the song to me in my song recommendations list when I was making a bunch of Pavlov shorts and looking for people to suggest songs. It's called Mustard. The band is called Mustard Service, I think it's called. They have one specific song that I really do like. I think it's called Songs for Your Lover or something like that. It's catchy and I like it a lot. And I'm really happy they shared the band with me because I took it I looked at their other music and mostly I just like that one song. But I'd say the band Mustard Service is definitely a decent band. It is. They have a good following. And honestly, I think that's pretty cool. I always like hearing about new indie bands and stuff like that. It really is awesome. Definitely. I also have a favorite indie band. My favorite indie band I discovered when I was 19. Let me type it in the chat here. Screen might go black. It is called Rare Americans. They started out small, like significantly small, and they slowly got bigger and bigger. I believe on YouTube now they have 1 million subscribers, and on YouTube Music possibly just under 1 million, something like that. They've grown substantially. But that was actually my very first most favorite indie band I ever listened to nonstop. And let me tell you why. Their first, I'd say 2 or 3 albums, I like the music, I like the stories, and I like my favorite fact about that band. Every music song they make is usually always accompanied by a fully custom animated story to go alongside it. And my favorite story they've told, I think they've gotten through 3 different songs to tell the entire story. It's called Brittle Bones Nicky. And it's the story of a kid who grew up in a foster home with a very broken up family and how he just sort of had to get by through his life, go through all these horrible things and stuff like that. The first song is amazing. The second song's good. I didn't listen to the third song nearly as much. That's around the time I stopped listening to their music. But the first and the second song of the Brittle Bones Nicky series, I really like. and the animated music videos to accompany them, I also really like. I really do. I do. As for recently, though, they've made music that isn't as interesting as it was when I first discovered their band. They actually have switched a lot of their topics from what they used to talk about to stuff I used to heavily relate to. And they've switched away from that to more broader topics that a lot of the internet is more aware of. But when I first came across their band, the music they were making, I heavily related to and loved. I loved. And the only reason I stopped listening to them was, you know, just a change in their style of music. And that happens with a lot of artists, actually. People will leave and stop listening to their music only because they change how they make their artwork. It comes with any sort of content creation regardless. Well, I didn't find any iron, but I got a bunch of amethyst or whatever. Let me get rid of this and take a look here. Let's see. It's called sapphires. That's probably worth money, honestly. So let's get out of this mine. We are at 2 hours and 10 minutes now. My voice is exhausted. It's strained a bit, actually, because I've been talking a lot and I should have been drinking more water. I really should have had the water on my desk beside me, but it's not, I don't have the cap for the bottle. So I had it not on my desk, so I didn't spill it accidentally onto my desk and possibly my computer. So let me take a sip here real quick. Okie doke. Up we go. All right. I'm gonna out of bed. I think I can manually say, no, I think it just, you know, maybe that'll, no. Okay, let me slave here and we'll end it here. So I'd like to quickly shout out those that stopped by today's live stream in order of appearance. So starting at the very top of the chat, we have our extremely frequent dedicated viewer, Necesse, who I extremely am grateful for their support. They've been here for several months by this point, and they, as far as I can tell, have been to almost every single live stream. Literally, almost every one. Like, when they first came, I believe you also said this, Metten, you were going to be at every live stream. And so far, you have held true to that statement you made, and I am very grateful. Thank you so much for your heavy support, Metten. It's been really great getting to know you, Necesse. You're a really cool guy, and I really like hearing about my viewers' interests, movies, video games, and stuff like that. And just hearing about their part of the world. I've lived in the United States my whole life. I've only visited maybe one country. It was Costa Rica in 2016 on a family vacation. But outside of that, I've only ever traveled within the United States. So I've never really been anywhere else. So I love hearing about other people's experiences and lives outside of my own country, because it helps me build a better perspective of the world as a whole. Because my world's only ever been the United States. So hearing other people's perspectives from those that live in different parts of the world is amazing. Let's see here. Dan said one more thing. I know you, but yeah. Okay. So secondly, the second person I'd like to commend for joining would be Dan. Dan is my very helpful moderator, and he also substantially helps my live streams in more way than you know. I'm forever grateful, Dan. Looking forward to December, Dan. You know why. Make sure you keep an eye on your Steam account. All right. And then we also have, let's see here. What else we got here? We also have our latecomer here. Let's see, Kaluski. Sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. Yeah, there's a foot-long spider. Wait, foot-long. Wait, what are you saying here? I'm getting confused here. Okay, but yeah, Kaluski, or you know, you're probably gonna have to tell me how to pronounce that correctly going forward. But shout out to you. You're the third person to stop by today, along with Necesse and Dan. You are the third, but it says there's 4 people watching. So 1 second here. Let me take another sip of my water. To the 4th viewer, who is not currently in the chat, I don't think. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, consider dropping a like and subscribing. This is a new series where I talk to my viewers directly, and we get to know each other more. We talk about various topics. So with that being said, I have shouted out all the people who have been talking in the live chat this whole time. My voice hurts, but this has definitely been a really enjoyable live stream for me, and I'm really excited to keep doing these. And I have to thank Necesse for suggesting I do these talk live streams. So with that being said, everyone, it's been swell. I need to rest my voice because talking for 2 hours and almost 15 minutes can really strain it when you don't drink enough water, which I probably will next time. I'd like to wish each and every one of you an excellent December, final month of the year, an excellent New Year's if you celebrate it, and an absolutely incredible 2026 when that comes. Final 2 months of the year, fellas. I wish you all the best. Take good care of your mental health. Be who you are, and, you know, just follow your passions, honestly. Yeah, thank you. Definitely. Thank you so much. You all take care. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.